SmackDown, WWE, or AEWN. Tune in to The Joe Cronin Show. Live on YouTube for review and reaction. Joe Cronin and Jake break down all the action. All of it. The Joe Cronin Show. Your source for wrestling opinions, news, and insanity. A wrestling podcast with attitude. Mature audiences only. Join our community of over 70,000 people. Subscribe free on YouTube to The Joe Cronin Show.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Out of Nowhere. We have all kinds of wrestling news tonight. All sorts of wrestling news tonight. I'm here. You're here. Let's do this. And also Jake's here. Look at that. There he is. I'm here. He's here. You're here. He's here. This is Out of Nowhere. If you're new, hope you hit the subscribe button down below. As always, wrestling news every single day. Podcasts all the time. All my channels. This is all I'm doing. Tons of wrestling talk, rumors, and talk about everything. Be talking about golf soon, probably, the way things are going. Anyway, Out of Nowhere 192 tonight. News on WrestleMania and so much more. Grab a beer and grab a pacifier and put it right in your poop poop. What's going on? What's up, wrestling fans? Roman Reigns out of WrestleMania. The tapings did not happen with Roman Reigns involved in them. Apparently, they're being said. We're going to talk about what we know about this. I mean, I don't think I've sent so many DM tweets and things ever, maybe in a day, to people to try to figure out what the hell's going on. I mean, but it really feels like this is, I don't know anything, but let me unmute Jake too, by the way. I don't know anything right now other than what I see here. And I mean, I'm assuming that this has to be some kind of precaution because of Roman's susceptibility, because he recently has had these cancer treatments and things like that. Like, he may be on something or doing something we don't know about.
Yeah.
So he may be...
Absolutely. And you don't have to mute me anymore. I won't be racist. I'm sorry. But yeah, I mean, getting right into it, Roman Reigns, I mean, just this one match not happening feels like Mania's doomed. Does it not? I mean, after everything going on,
it already
to
did.
me, I wasn't even looking forward to this match, but it just put such a black cloud on an already stormy day. You know, that it just... For me, this was like, damn, the final nail in the coffin of like, yeah, WrestleMania itself should have been postponed. They still should have had the matches in one way, shape, or form, but the event in name should have been pushed back.
Right.
Have the matches. You can't keep these storylines waiting around 4, 5, 6 months. Could be 8 weeks, could be 4 weeks. We don't know, but that inevitability of eventually getting there will happen. So, things are going to get back to normal eventually. So just wait it out. I have this in June, July, August. We know for a fact that WWE can procure an event center. They can find a new place to host an event very easily. They did it for NXT 25, for TakeOver 25. I got to go to that because of that fact. So, a bunch of things are going to be canceled and moved. Guess what? June comes around, go to New York, go to Connecticut, do it on a smaller venue, but at least have a crowd there for your WrestleMania, but still have these matches. Just write a new Mania. It's not that hard. There's enough people that people will want to see. Still, you can do it. But this now with Roman being out, I've heard 2 things in the last hour. I've heard that also Braun Strowman won't make it to Mania, and then Braun is going to replace Roman Reigns. So what a conflicting report that is.
Wow.
But right off the bat, I was saying just shy of an hour ago, who the hell can replace Roman Reigns at this point in time? I mean, it's baffling to go through the roster and think, who are we left with? Who do we have that can step up? I mean, some people are fantasy booking, and we're laughing because, Brock loses to Drew, but then faces Goldberg and wins. I mean, I could see Vince doing something like that.
Oh, my God.
It's not ideal, but tell me, as soon as you heard that, did you not think that's a Vinceism? That's
I think
a possibility.
It'd be better. I think it'd be even greater if Drew beat Brock and then later on challenge Goldberg and then beat Goldberg.
Roman's not here. I'm next. Yeah, get that going. And
I'm next. I'm next.
I'm next. Oi. Get him out there and let him take the title as well. Double champ. I'm all for it. Champ.
I mean, whatever. I mean, I don't know. Who cares what happens? I mean, really, at this point, I don't care.
At this point, it's like...
I just want to be entertained by stuff at this point. It doesn't matter who wins belts right now because that's out the window sort of in a way to me. And I think...
Joe, forget WrestleMania, Joe. Forget it. Because you know what? Sunny is out of jail, and she's running a special for people, self-quarantining. You can get her Snapchat for more than half off. Premium.
She's already back to that.
Immediately dove right in. The very first, set of tweets she sends out with her just blurring out her nipples saying, my coronavirus special is up and running for Snapchat membership. So she's not even out of jail, just a short period of time, and bam, she's right back at it.
Unbelievable.
So, you want to be entertained? We're all rock hard in anticipation, baby.
Well, let me go to a donation real quickly since they're so important nowadays, and without donations, you'll see me on the street begging for bread. So here's the donation coming in. Let's play one at least to get one out there. And phone call. Well, we won't have phones right now. We'll maybe go to Discord later. I think we might do that. But let's see.
What else we got? Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it. Little bubbly.
Bubbly? Look at this stuff. Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it. Fuck my ass, I just screamed, I just creamed, I'm shooting a laser beam. I just shit in my fucking pants.
Oh man, dude, I don't even know where that sound clip is. Ed's View. What's up, Ed's View? I don't know where that clip is, dude. Fuck my ass. I just creamed. I just steamed. That was that guy. Yeah, I forgot all about that clip. That is weird. I don't know where that is.
That's a classic.
No, I don't know where that is. Weird. I don't know what I called it either. Maybe I called it
laser beam.
I don't know. I don't know. I tried to look for it to see if I could find it off the top of my head, and right now I have no idea.
Yeah, your categorical madness would drive a normal man insane. So
yeah, who knows where that
I labeled
is.
that banana. Why? I don't know.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is too. Is I probably labeled it like the dumbest thing ever. Like it's probably labeled something that makes no sense. I probably do have it though.
B4. Why? I don't know.
Because it came before the other sound clip that I was playing.
Exactly.
Ed's View, thank you for that donation, man. I will look for that for you though to try to find it. Here's an old school one. How about this one?
Bitches be real.
Bitches be real. There's one for you. There's this one. But yeah, so like we really think this has got to have something to do with his whole,
him being immunocompromised.
Right.
And here's the problem: is that they've known about this. WWE even came out and said that they had the doctors keeping an eye on Roman. Now, according to Fightful, WWE found out yesterday that he wouldn't be participating in WrestleMania.
Why?
I don't know why it was so late, but it says from Fightful, we've been told that much of the crew involved found out that Roman Reigns wouldn't be participating as of Wednesday.
That is so weird.
So that is so last minute. If he was set to film today, and they have to be closed now at the Performance Center. By 11 o'clock tonight, they were supposed to close. Even though Vince plans on doing more in the future, they were supposed to close. So that's risky. They have to do something, quick with the rest of the day, whatever time they had. And now, who was it here? Justin Michael sent it to us on Twitter a minute ago. Apparently, according to Papa Meltzer, more wrestlers have pulled out of WrestleMania. The names have been kept confidential because very few people in the company know what is going on, but the card has changed, and we should know more details soon. Some people that were scheduled to be on the card said they were sick, so they were instantly pulled off the show. There were others who did not feel sick, but had fevers above 100.4 degrees.
What? Who's got fevers above 104?
They haven't listed any names, so I'm hoping something, a bit more detail comes out here. He said WrestleMania tapings were held over the last 24 hours on Wednesday and today. There is no word yet on what the alternate plans were in place for wrestlers that pulled out.
Wow, dude.
But several of them did not. He said there were several others who did not feel sick but had fevers above 100.4 degrees. So they were disqualified from even stepping foot in the Performance Center because they were taking their temperature on the way in.
I mean, dude.
So that's shocking. So how many people are sick? We know Dana Brooke. We know, she's not going to be there. We knew about, several others, Rey Mysterio and whatnot. But I've heard Lashley. I've heard Braun couldn't compete.
If you have a fever over 104, I mean, that's
100.4.
Okay. If it goes over 104, you got to go to the hospital.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like if it stays, especially like if it goes to 105 really quickly, like, you know what I mean, and it goes back down, like you're all right probably. But if it stays at 105, like you're about to start cooking.
Anything over 104, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I remember one night I had 104. And I stared at my temperature all night long. I stared at it. This was that time that I couldn't get to the bathroom or whatever. I was dragging myself to the bathroom or whatever. Got to 104, and I stared at it because I knew if it goes to 105, we're getting dangerous territory. 106, you got to go. 106, you should have been already at that point.
Yeah, that's what I had when I had the staph infection, and I don't remember a chunk of time. I was in the hospital for 90 days the first stint, so...
Yeah, that's crazy.
Fucking 106.9 degree fever. They were packing me in ice, and then I don't remember anything past getting there with the ambulance.
Oh my god, dude, that is so terrible. Like I wasn't terrified as much as I didn't want the inconvenience to go to the hospital. So that's why I was staring at my temperature, like please don't go over 104 because I don't want
no insurance.
Well, no, I had insurance then.
Oh, okay.
This was 6-7 years, 6 or whatever, 6-7 years ago. But yeah, so I was just thinking, like, I just don't want to go to the hospital. But I kept staring at it, like, come on. And then I went back to sleep, and then I had a timer that was set. I had a fucking a timer to wake me up, and that woke me up an hour later. And I looked at my temperature, and it was 103. And I was like, oh, cool. So then I went back to sleep again, and I woke up about an hour later again, and it said 102. And I was like, whoa, this is awesome. So then I started sipping a bunch of water, had a little popsicle, started feeling a little bit better, went back to sleep, and when I woke up, it was down to like 99 or 100, and I went, oh my god, thank god, I can go to sleep. And then I went to sleep for good, like, I don't have to set an alarm now. And that was what I did, monitoring myself all night one time. And I don't think I've been that sick since I was a kid. I had nostalgia.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if anybody else experiences
flashbacks because you hallucinate because your brain can start to boil.
No, but I had nostalgia about like the feeling of being sick because the last time I felt that sick, I was 12.
Yeah.
So like I was like, wow, this
time traveling.
Yeah, it felt like I was time traveling. I even started envisioning the old thermometer that my mother had. It was so weird, like it was very bizarre. But anyway, Roman Reigns is out of WrestleMania, but good. I mean, we actually mentioned this a little while back, but quite honestly, even we didn't take this seriously enough for him. We should have been, I feel bad, because we should have been ranting about this weeks ago, to be honest. We should have been screaming from the heavens to get fucking Roman Reigns the fuck out of this.
Well, I was comforted by the fact that they did send out, a release saying that, we're having the doctors monitor him and we're taking special precautions for Roman. And
yeah, I remember that that was the only bit we ever touched on it.
Yeah, but I mean, it was his request not to travel. It said Reigns didn't want to further risk his health and work during the pandemic because he would have to fly to Florida, and he personally requested to be left off the match as he didn't want to be at the Performance Center amidst the outbreak and pandemic. WWE honored his request and will now be replacing Roman with someone else in the match against Goldberg. It's unclear who at this time, obviously.
Listen, it sucks, but there's zero blame to Roman because...
Oh, absolutely. I just wish that he had, either announced this sooner to them, maybe. I mean, I can't blame him, but if he had this in his mind, I wish,
I'm sure it has something to do with his wife. She probably said, if you fucking go, because the kids are here, then you're stuck there forever, because you wouldn't want the guy to wrestle Goldberg, fly on the planes, and then come home when you don't really, need to, and he's already compromised his immune system.
Yeah.
So
and being, anything with leukemia, obviously cancer-ridden, it just wreaks havoc. So
yeah, you don't want to do that, and
that's not something that goes away. It can come back.
Everybody else
not active in your system.
Everybody else is risking getting sick. But, for him to risk it is even worse. It's worse. It's none of them should be, but for him, it's worse. So he made the right call, to be honest. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. Can't knock him for this.
Yeah, he made the right call. And maybe Samoa Joe will take his place. Who do you want to take his place?
Samoa Joe isn't a bad choice, but I really don't know at this time. I'm trying to think who's available, and I like what we had discussed earlier in chat, saying like, oh, maybe if they do, number one contenders match between John and Bray, do it that way. Because either way, it wouldn't be a bad choice.
But then you get the wrestlers wrestling a second guy. But yeah, then then John.
It's 2 nights, so that's the first night, and then the second night you have, the winner facing off against Goldberg. And I imagine Bray would win that. So.
But they already...
I wouldn't want it to be Brock. I wouldn't want it to be Triple H. I'm not crazy about Braun being a choice. Yeah,
I'm not going to read up on anything either, so I won't know about anything.
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid spoilers. And some people said, "Oh, Roman's in Tampa." If that's the case, then I thought one of the places I had read said travel. So even if he doesn't have to fly, just travel in general. You're not supposed to be out of the house at this point, so. Especially with him, forget it.
Yeah, he resides in... does he live in L.A.? I thought he lived in Florida.
That's what somebody had said in chat in Tampa, so I wasn't sure. But
yeah, I think
either way, he doesn't want to travel. So flights or no flights, you still don't want to be traveling.
He just don't want to go. I mean,
yeah. It says WWE obviously, was screening everyone when they got to the Performance Center, and several stars that had their temperature checked were sent home.
Wow.
So, I mean, that's where... So he's justified in making this decision if people are showing up sick.
How do people not know they have a temperature? I always wonder this. People go, let me check your... let me go check...
100.4, I could see it, you having a very mild fever. I usually run mild... Well,
yeah,
not
but
anymore,
I know
when I was
immediately.
getting those injections, I was running fevers almost daily at times. And you don't know it when it's that... But minuscule.
I know when I have a 99. Like, I'm like, I don't feel that great. And like, I'm like, oh, 99. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess
some people just, maybe you're coming from working out or, anything just feel slightly bit warmer or maybe a bit sweatier.
If I get if I ever have a temperature above like 98, if I ever have a temperature above 98, I don't feel good. Something's wrong. I don't feel good. I've never had a 99 or a 100 and been like, oh, I have a 100. I can't believe that. I've never done that. I've always been like, something's wrong. Like, oh, fuck, I'm getting sick. Like, there's never been a, like, what's, I don't know. That's just me. Maybe that's how my body is. It's just very strange. There's never been a time where I would be sick and not know it. I would immediately know I'm sick. Like
some people run hot as well. You know, they have higher regular body temps, and mine's a little bit lower. So, you know, that's I kind of got accustomed to it after a while, but anything over 100 for me, I would know. So, but at that, 100 level, it was hard to tell. Anything over became obvious.
Yeah, people talking about George Carlin's germs bit. It's great, but you're gonna have your body's going to have germs to practice on now, motherfuckers. Your body will have germs to practice on.
It's funny how so much of what he says just constantly applies.
Oh, constantly. I mean, but that kind of goes. That was what he was talking about. There was different because it was the times in the 90s when everybody was going nuts. They were like, "Oh, I gotta spray this, wash this, wash that." They were going nuts. There, at the time, like many mothers and people still to this day were doing this, scrubbing and rubbing and washing and just nuts. That's what he was talking about, and they were doing it for just every day for no reason. When something like this comes along, this is when you probably want to do that.
But it's still it's funny how his words apply.
They always there's a Carlin bit for everything that's gone on in the last whatever the fuck. Did you? Somebody was like, "Did you see that? What would you do if you could go back 10 years in time and you told someone you're a time traveler?" Yeah. And you were like, "Hey, Donald Trump's the president, and there's this fucking virus, and everybody's in the house, like, and all this stuff." Like fucking 10 years ago, somebody would be like, "What the fuck?" Like, just
losing their mind.
Wicked funny. Like I was like, "That's pretty funny."
You'd be in quarantine in a freaking psych ward,
Yeah. They'd be like, "Yeah, go fuck, get out of here, get the fuck out of here,
fuck out of this shit."
You're crazy.
According Adam Ant said on Twitter, and his track record be damned. He said Daniel Bryan's out of the match. He has an immune system condition, and he's quarantined in Arizona at this time. And I had heard that earlier in the day, honestly, but I haven't seen any traction to it, so I don't know. Again, taking it with a grain of salt, but I also said it's 6 wrestlers as of right now being quarantined, so that would kind of line up with them saying with this report. So
yeah, well,
I had heard obviously Rey Mysterio was out, but now it's being said that he might be tested positive for the coronavirus. That could be. I mean, anything's possible, but still.
Man, I had surgery 5 times in my left knee. Now I got the coronavirus. The fuck? Now, hopefully he doesn't have it. But even if he does, hopefully he'll be all right. And the good news is, if he does have it, he probably can't get it again. And now he's got the immunity to it. So now he's kicked. Now, that's the one good thing if you get it, is now you build up that.
You can get reinfected, so
we don't know that. That's not true.
There's been multiple cases of that in China where people got infected a second time.
They don't know that. Those are unverified because they tested them too soon.
Is that what it is? Because they had them going back into the hospital and doctors confirming that they were getting infected again.
People went back in within 48 hours and they still had it because part of the virus is like it starts, then it goes away, then it comes on huge, and then you deal with it and then it goes away. That's a lot of the cases are like that. So you could be sick for 6 days, think you're pretty sick. Oh, my God, I must have the virus. Go get tested, positive, you have the virus, but you're good enough to go home. So then you go home, and then a couple days later, you're fucked. And you're like, something's really fucking wrong. And you go and you get tested, and you have the virus. So that's what's happening with that, I think, especially because it was early on, and they didn't understand how long this thing lasts. When you get the virus, it could be like 2 weeks. It's generally like 5 to 10 days. Like, and in that 5 to 10 days, whether it's sore throat, headaches, mild stuff, it goes away, or you get a fever, or that goes away. You know what I mean? So that's what it seems to be. Plus, all the major doctors are not saying you can get it again. No major doctors or any doctors really are saying like, yeah, you get it again.
Yeah, the last thing I read was on the New York Times yesterday. It says, can you become immune to the coronavirus? It's likely you can for some period of time, but again, there's nothing that's certain at this point in time.
Nobody knows, but it's likely that you won't get it again. That's the likelihood, and that's what they believe.
Yeah,
and,
New Scientist still says they don't know yet. They don't
know.
Back and forth.
You can't say, but it's not going. But that's not true. People aren't getting it again that we know of, that anybody knows of. But you are. But it could.
Yeah, it says, like you said, back in February, she had there was a woman in Japan who had been given the all clear. She was cleared, and then she tested positive again for the coronavirus a second time. Man in Japan testing positive after being given the all clear. There's different anecdotal cases of second positives have emerged from China as well.
Remember, it's also not impossible that in some circumstances you could catch it again. But most of those were proven that the tests were done. They didn't follow the procedure with when you test someone a second time or whatever the case is.
Yeah, the biggest issue now is getting protective gear to the hospitals. I mean, a worker died at a New York hospital because they're wearing trash bags as protection. So,
yeah, that's crazy. And here's the thing: if you can get double infected again, or you can, the doctors can get infected again. Like, that's how you really know. If the doctors could keep getting it, that's fucking crazy. Like, that would destroy the hospitals.
Yeah,
because,
I mean, they're already bad enough as is with losing staff on furlough left and right and unable to test them, and it's awful.
Yeah, people are saying some of the doctors are getting it some of the worst, so you never know. But hopefully you can't. Most likely you can't, but we don't know that. Could be that you do, and it could be that it mutates. And also the other thing is that they're thinking that this is a chimera type of thing where it's 2 in 1 joining together. So
yeah, because it's part SARS,
maybe depending on which part of it lands in your system that your body attacks, there's the second part of it you can catch. I don't fucking know. We don't know. We're not doctors. Look it up for yourselves. But
yeah.
if you do look it up for yourselves, you'll see that it's pretty much 80%. You won't get it again. But I would just assume you don't fucking know shit at this point. You'd wash everything. And besides, even if you can't get it again, you could carry it to somebody even if you can't get it. So you still got to be careful, and you could carry it and never know you have it and give it to 5-8 people, and 2 of those people could get really sick and you didn't even know you had it. So just double precaution and don't believe anything anybody says, and look up everything for yourself. But look to the doctors mostly. Just look to the doctors mostly. Those are the guys that know what the fuck they're saying, and that's who to look to, is the doctors.
Yeah, and you know, as we said too, if Daniel Bryan is out, I mean, that's the Intercontinental title match that's gone.
Hey, TB
so
Jammer, go fuck yourself and get the fuck out of my chat, you fucking fake piece of shit. Go fuck yourself. Go watch somebody else.
I'm talking about the IC title, literally, you know. I just said if Daniel Bryan is out, then for, you know, quarantine or whatnot, that screws up the IC title match he had planned with Sami Zayn. I mean, they could put Drew Gulak in his place, but still, I mean, that's we have to see what happens this week on SmackDown, but you knew the match was supposed to come, so
Gulak gets another opportunity. It's getting a lot.
Also, you know, that's part of the reason we're seeing Andrade and Angel Garza taking on the Raw Tag Team Champs. So instead of because they wanted Rey Mysterio, I guess, to get the U.S. title back, and they knew that wasn't going to happen.
Right.
So that's why once Rey Mysterio was taken out of Mania, that's why they pushed the Street Profits against, you know, Andrade and Garza. There's been pictures surfacing, I guess, because WWE is apparently leaking fake results and intentionally leaking false spoilers of WrestleMania 36 to combat real spoilers. There was a picture of Sasha holding the belt that's apparently fake, things like that. So, I mean, they're trying to be, you know, prevalent in fighting against any type of spoiler being released. I get it, but I wonder if that's going to do more harm than good. Because what if somebody believes a fake spoiler just to be surprised for a real one? It could still cause people not to watch the show, and
yeah, I
don't know how effective that is. Honestly,
all it will do is annoy me. Like I'll basically watch the show with more anger, and then when it happens the same way that I heard it happen, I'll just basically be like, "Fuck you," and I'll give the match a 1. So you know,
whatever plans they did have with Ronda has been fully scrapped. You know,
right?
That's unfortunate as well. So.
Too bad for her, huh?
Yeah, I'm genuinely curious. I think the thing that I'm looking forward to the most now at this point in time is Cena and Wyatt's match. I know you weren't as hyped for it, but this is one that I'm genuinely excited about. And knowing what they can pull off here with them doing it off site, being able to edit things down. You know, they're trying to make this their own final deletion match instead of the ultimate deletion. The things that they could do could be pretty next level. So I am excited to see what comes from this. Hopefully they film something special with them for Mania. Like I said, just seeing what Matt Hardy did, it was such a silly thing with him teleporting down the the arena, and that's not something that could be done again when you have fans there, obviously.
Right.
It's not something that they're going to be able to replicate live. So when you have this scenario and you have this type of opportunity, take advantage of it. I mean, that's literally the option we have right now. I'm hoping that out of everything that's been such a negative aspect of WrestleMania, not being postponed and not being delayed, I'm hoping that we can walk away saying, well, even though there were no fans in attendance, if it wasn't for this quarantine, we wouldn't have got that John Cena Bray Wyatt match. So I'm thankful for that. I hope we have at least one or two of those moments coming out of WrestleMania, where we have like some glaring positive. I don't know if it'll happen, but I'm certainly trying to be positive about the situation. So that I'm hoping we find that silver lining some way, shape, or form.
Right. Yeah, and I want to thank everybody on Patreon who's been signing up or upping their pledges on Patreon. And I know that people ask me about me and Leah's podcast. So, yes, we'll have another one coming this week. Me and Leah have been doing the podcast for a couple years now. I think it's been almost coming up on 2 years. So I want to thank, I forget, if you could reach out to me, I forget who it is that named the show, Till Death Do Us Podcast. I would love to give him credit, and I totally forget. And yes, Michael, I appreciate that, brother. But I have been doing Morning Madness. Me and Jake are going to have something coming up. Me and Tommy recorded Honestly, so that's coming. I've been recording Honestly with Tommy for 6 years. So I appreciate the criticism in the chat to Toby, but you've now been deleted because I've been doing that podcast with Tommy before other people even knew who Tommy was. So for you to say that about me is false. And also, I've been recording on my cell phone, doing sound recordings for years on Patreon before I knew anybody. So that's been going on for a long time. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man. But it's you can listen to those episodes going back years ago, back to 2016 even on my Patreon. So that criticism isn't going to work for me, buddy. Note to Self has been going on since I think 2015 or 16 actually on my Patreon. So you can go listen to that. I'll have a new episode up tomorrow for you. And also Till Death Do Us podcast will be up as well this week. We try to do one every month, and we were trying to do one every 2 weeks, but now we have been getting one a month out because last couple weeks we just weren't able to do it. With all this stuff going on with the kids being home from school and all these changes and me reading the news, trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do and what we're doing here, it's been a little bit crazier. But yeah, we'll have the other wrestling show up there as well, so appreciate that. And I do want to thank the patrons. And we're going to get to these donations, too. I'm sorry about that. I paused these for quite a few minutes here, but I do just want to quickly say thank you to the $25 producer-level patrons, especially during this time. Obviously, you guys on the Patreon are what keep this going with the live donations. We have a big family, big party over there on Patreon, man. A lot of fun, good times. I'm going to speak pretty candidly on my Note to Self episode that's coming out tomorrow about some shit. So look for that as well. But thank you to these $25 producers. I'll shout you guys out a little bit later in the show, but there's pretty much everybody on the wall there. I think I've got everybody up there. Hit me up if I didn't have that and let me know, and we'll talk about it. There's a lot of Becky Lynch. There's something to talk about with her. There's a bunch of news here to talk about. But let me get to the donation.
Shit bomb.
Triple H should just versus Goldberg to end their feud back in 2003 lol.
Yeah, go back to Triple H versus Goldberg. Yeah, you know what? Shit, why not? I mean, and we forgot to really go back to this, but even without the coronavirus thing, Triple H and Jake, and shit, thank you for the donation. But yeah, Jake, we anticipated that this could be the first WrestleMania in a long time where Triple H wouldn't be wrestling.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. We got no Triple H, so we were.
And as I mentioned earlier, I could see Brock or Triple H stepping up to face Goldberg, and that's again a Vinceism. He always goes back to that. Well, one of the two of them, they're mainstays at Mania at this point.
Imagine they put the belt on Triple H. He beats Goldberg for the belt.
I could see it happening right now because he's essentially a fan favorite. People are all about him currently. He's not part of the Authority. He did great on commentary on SmackDown. People appreciate what he did for NXT, so it's Not a bad thing. Are you going to complain to have him champion over Goldberg? I wouldn't.
Well, not only that, but it also helps because getting Goldberg to come back to defend the belt, because he was obviously probably supposed to lose the belt here. Or no, he was Goldberg was facing who was Goldberg facing? The Fiend or Roman? Roman, that's right. Goldberg.
Yeah, so Roman would have won, more than likely.
Roman would have won the belt, and Goldberg would be done. So Goldberg can't win and then go on as the champion. He's got other stuff to do. He made his booking decision. Listen, I'll be there for that, Vince, and that's it. So most likely you put the belt on Triple H, and then Triple H is now a legend with the belt, and Goldberg leaves, and eventually Triple H can
just like they did in, WrestleMania, was it 32 when Seth was injured? Triple H had the belt, so Roman could win there. And
and now he'll do it again probably. Triple H will put over Roman probably.
Yeah, he'll put over somebody,
I mean, Triple H beats Goldberg. Triple H puts over Roman. Now he's super put over. And then maybe someday down the road, SummerSlam or you don't know when, Goldberg can come and knocking and say, we never had our match, and and whatever. I don't know if that matters then after the other guy beat the other guy, but let me go back to let's go back to more donos. Thank you guys for funding the show. Thank you guys for being very supportive and not only becoming patrons during this time, but upping your pledges. That is super appreciated to keep this show on the air as always, especially many of you guys I know are going through tough times right now, uncertain times or whatever. We're going to get through it, man. We're going to get over this. It's, it's just our turn right now to take the brunt in America. Everybody else already took it. Now we're taking the brunt. Hopefully we'll get there eventually here by June especially, and things will get better and things like that. Everybody's going to get a little stimulus coming, and I hope that you and your families are doing well, and I hope everybody's staying in and just going shopping only and coming up with weird shit to do in the yard, in the street, or whatever. I know at home, inside, board games, just crazy games. I'm going to be doing a show tomorrow talking about all the funny little things that we're finding that people are coming up with to do in their homes. Maybe we can come up with something in the JCS community here, funny to do, to challenge each other with. I'm open to ideas.
Just don't get permission from YouTube to stream movies.
Oh, why? Did they shut you down?
Yeah, quickly.
Really?
We got like 6 minutes in.
I thought you said it was okay.
It was supposed to be.
I don't trust them. See, fuck it.
So we did a little chit chat, but I'm going to do a companion thing, so you can just watch the movie for free and listen to the audio alongside it. But
we could do it on my website. That's one place we could do it. We could do it on the website.
Yeah, we could do it there. There's other streaming platforms too that don't have that kind of issue. But
we could also do we can also do some audio tracks. Me and you sit down and commentate over stuff, and then have the people
because people want that for watch-alongs for the network. So that's another highly requested thing.
We're really working on that stuff. Not really, but we've really been thinking about it, and now I think we'll start to go to work on that this week because we know so many of you guys are out of work, and we know some of you guys are even supporting me and us while out of work or while not the best situation. So that's really impressive. $5 a month or whatever you're doing when whatever the fuck. So I'm trying to come up with ways that we can ramp up the entertainment here. So I'm working on that, and we will work on that in the next couple of days and come out with some things. And me and Jake will have a schedule. I think we're pretty settled in now on what's our everyday lives are now. I didn't change too much. It's just I have kids home now is the only difference. Okay, anyway, back to the donations. I'm sorry. Oh, God. That's nasty.
Yikes.
The world is so sad right now, so let's start on a lighter note. Whenever my $1,000 check comes from the government, I'm going to use it to give 1,000 negative points to Tommy aka Slob75 on Monetize This.
Oh
JK will probably try to donate.
Probably try to donate because I don't need it. Wow. Fuck Lindsey Graham. Thank you for the $4. Isn't that politician guy? I think it is. Thank you for the donation.
What
man.
else we got? Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
Want some bubbly? Look at this stuff. Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
I don't blame Roman, but every time WWE wants to give him belt or he wins belt, something happens to stop it. How can you keep giving him chances when he not reliable? His title reigns have never been long. I bet Drew beats Brock than Brock beats Gold.
I bet Drew beats Brock, then Brock beats Goldberg. yeah, there's a better idea. Brock shows up, Alexa's sweet ass. Brock shows up and then faces Goldberg.
Yeah, as we were saying, he'll show up the next night. He'll lose on the first night, and the second night he'll take take the belt.
I thought you were saying the other way.
I drink cran 'cause I'm the man. My enemies saw the cran and ran. Cran man, come on, make me believe in tasty. I'm so thirsty, would you answer me? Cran man. All my friends are fucking the man, 'cause all my friends are drinking cran. They're drinking cran, 'cause all my friends are drinking cran.
Roman Reigns out of WrestleMania. Crazy. This is crazy.
The only victim of Roman not competing is Bray Wyatt. His creativity got flushed in the toilet by Vince. WWE are in crisis and they deserve it.
Wow. Omar, thank you, Omar, for the $17,
Shut up and bend
man.
over. Finish it.
Oh my God, don't finish it. Please don't finish it.
I'm gonna finish it. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ah, yeah, yeah.
The Soundwave.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
92.
Roman being out is the final nail in the coffin. Doesn't matter what they do, they might just make Goldberg and Brock retain and pretend this never happened. People need to be on alert with this virus. Hell, my department might be quarantined at this rate.
The Soundwave 92, thank you for the $9.50. Yeah, man, I mean, everything's got to be quarantined when it has to be, you know what I mean? If you find out somebody in your office has it, the next day, I mean, they're going to go through the sweep and try to clean everything out, and then you can bring people back and whatever the case may be, trace their steps. You have to start tracing people's steps locally first. Like, if you find out you got it, you got to remember, oh, shit, I hugged this guy, I was near this person, that thing, and call them all. You know, it's going to be... it's crazy. That's how you got to do it, man. You got to be meticulous. It's annoying. It's weird. But, you know, it will just make things work out better. And once they curve it and control it a little bit better, maybe they'll be able to follow the steps. But I don't know. You'll be all right. Maybe. But Soundwave 92, thank you, bro. You know, Roman being out is not the final coffin for me at all. I really couldn't give much of a crap about the whole thing anyway. I'm more interested in seeing Goldberg than Roman. So I couldn't care about Roman. So Goldberg is still there. Then I'm fine, because that's all that I cared about anyway. Was, hey, look, there's Goldberg.
I just wonder how much this affects the booking, whatever plans they had, what they filmed for SmackDown.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. And I mean,
that's the issue.
What are they gonna do on SmackDown?
Especially if it was all pre-taped. So we'll see what happens. But I mean, there's other things to look forward to. Granted, AJ Styles was on Mixer saying that the Boneyard match will not take place in the ring. There's no rules, and he also said that a grave would be involved. So obviously it's some type of buried alive match. It's some type of like graveyard match. I mean, ironically, there's there may be some bodies already lined up at that graveyard for them. That's fucked. Oh man, it's just fucking kind of like fucked up. They're having a boneyard match. Do you think that that's why they didn't call it a buried alive match? Maybe because so many people are about to. I mean, like, because seriously, they were probably going to have a casket match. We thought. Now it seems like they're having a buried alive match. But now it's called a boneyard match. Yeah, just to change the name so people aren't offended and being like, "Oh, you're being insensitive." Yeah, because I could picture that. Of course, because I mean, dude, a casket match during a time where we're going to see probably 25,000 Americans in a casket, like people would be like, "What the fuck?" And a buried alive match, and there's people burying their grandparents right now. Yeah, and if he's saying a grave's involved, then obviously. Yeah, I mean, they definitely are renaming it. Although buried alive was always a little bit tough because it was like
they didn't really, like, did they really bury them alive? Like, what's going on right now? You know, I don't know. Casket match always was easier because, like, you put him in the casket, then you roll him away, and, you know, whatever the fuck. I don't know. But hopefully it'll be good, man. I've wanted that for a long time. And, yeah, they're going to be able to film this probably like a deletion almost in something like that. And that works out really well for The Undertaker. So they may have had that planned all along that way. And then ideally you would think we would see Undertaker one more time maybe next year at WrestleMania, and that'd be it for him. I mean, we already thought it'd be it for him 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Yeah, but he's 55 as of this week, so.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't know. We don't know when we're getting anybody for the last time.
Yeah, I mean, lots have changed. You know, lots of things have changed in this week already. So
it's probably a graveyard set. It's probably a set of a graveyard.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not a real, but even that, all right, I'm sure they can make it look good. Their production is usually pretty on par. I mean, we heard, obviously, that they're re-airing the, the older WrestleManias on ESPN, but they're no longer selling to ESPN. They're no longer selling streaming rights for pay-per-view events. Vince took out 3.5 million shares of his Class B common stock.
Right.
This way, he'll have to wait till 2024. He'll get the money up front so he can provide liquidity to WWE now. So, I mean, that's, you know, he said, we do not believe Mr. McMahon would be entering a prepaid forward contract on 15% of his shares. But, I mean, at least it'll give them a chance to stay afloat at this point. So, the streaming service won't happen. We'll see what comes of that, though. And it's also said that many in the back are not happy about Vince's decision to tape WrestleMania at the Performance Center. This has been said, you know, with multiple people. PW Insider were the first ones to say, I can confirm after speaking to dozens of people in the company, I'm talking wrestlers, behind-the-scenes people, whatever. There was only one person who felt that they should have went forward with WrestleMania, and that's Vince. So,
you know what, dude? If you got a problem with what I'm talking about on my show, you can go fuck yourself. TB Jammer, I don't give a fuck how long you've been a patron. Go fuck yourself, brother. I didn't even bring the fucking topic up, you dumb fuck. Jake fucking read the story, you idiot. It's a story. You fucking goofball faggot. Go fuck yourself. If you don't like what I'm talking about, just get the fuck out of here then, bro. I'm not going to just fucking talk about what you want me to talk about because you said so. Go fuck yourself, okay? Motherfucker, coronavirus is all over the fucking place. What do you mean just talk about wrestling? It's impacting all of wrestling, you fucking idiot! Go fuck yourself! Jesus! Either fucking listen to it or don't! Turn off the fucking show then! Go listen to something else! You fucking dumb cunt! Barely talked about it tonight, but it's all about what's going on. Roman Reigns is out of WrestleMania because of it. How am I supposed to avoid talking about it? You stupid faggot. Anyway, sorry, go ahead. Let me go grab my tea. I'll be right back.
We have the ratings in from AEW. 819,000 people tuned in live for AEW this past Wednesday last night for Dynamite. NXT had 669,000 viewers, up from the week before, so that's good. But, I mean, I was still hoping AEW would bring in a bit of a higher rating just because of how hard they're working with, to really entertain the fans. Where else was going to go here? Jon Moxley made a brief appearance on WWE Backstage. So since they're quarantined, everybody's obviously tuning in. We have Booker T, Xavier Woods, and Renee Young all talking about Shayna Baszler versus Becky Lynch at Mania. And then you see Moxley appear behind Renee Young with their little dog in hand. So that was kind of funny just to see him on WWE television. Yeah, you got to be calm. Apparently WWE is also trademarking, besides I wasn't there, for the shirts that they're selling, they are trademarking the Too Big for One Night line as well. So they filed copyrights for both of those. Ridiculous. Anything that they can use, though, I guess. Try and recover some revenue now. We're hearing that WWE is filled up for the next 2 to 3 weeks, definitely, with content for NXT. So that's good. We'll see how much they're going to have for the weeks to come, but there definitely is going to come a point where they run out of content. Unless they find some other place to tape. So, I mean, that's worrisome. But right now we have
Mexico.
definitely 2 to 3 weeks.
They got to go to Mexico.
Seems like that's kind of, what's going to come of it,
Or like,
I mean, we did hear that they filmed a lot of content.
Wouldn't you
want to
put?
Thing,
why not put the ring on the beach?
They could do a lot of different things.
Go talk to the governor. Be like, listen, dude, can we put a fucking ring on the beach? It's closed off to everybody else. Nobody can get in. We shoot wrestling on the beach, and there'll be no more than fucking 15 people, or I don't know. They probably won't let them do it. Maybe Mexico. We could go to Cancun.
Maybe.
Put the ring on
Orange County, obviously, they put in the stay-at-home order effective tonight at 11 p.m. WWE wrapped up their original plans for WrestleMania 36 filming today at the Performance Center with 0 fans, obviously. But it's being reported that they already wrapped up filming for the Raw after WrestleMania, and the stay-at-home order ends April 9th. So WWE plans on filming at the Performance Center after the order is lifted. So they're going to go back to the Performance Center. So they're hoping that they have enough content and the order is lifted then to basically be in the clear until that point in time.
Well, yeah, I mean, God, if I was them, I'd be worried that it gets...
Yeah, if it gets delayed or continues on at all, they're up a creek. I mean, they'll have to do something different.
The go-home order is in Florida. See, we shouldn't talk about this, though, because somebody might get mad at me. Like, I don't know, dude.
Can't win.
We can't. Stop talking about this. Stop talking about it, Jake.
I'm sorry. This random thing that's occurring also led to some stars not getting paid right now, so that's an issue as well.
WWE
I mean, a lot of superstars fall into a category where they have their downside guarantee, but that doesn't always, that only lasts for so long, and a good portion of the talent doesn't have that in their contracts. So,
wow.
I mean, there's only so much that you can guarantee. So
that's kind of crazy.
A lot of the talent would fall into the category as if they were above their downside. They wouldn't be getting paid right now except for days worked. They're independent talent, independent contractors. So people like Heath Slater made sure that their $400,000 downside was paid bi-weekly as opposed to agreeing to take the regular payments every other week based on house shows and merch. This way, if anything happened, he would have money to fall back on. But if they're not working shows, they're not getting paid.
Won't they get the stimulus too?
I've heard so many different things. I don't want to be inaccurate.
Yeah, I don't know either.
More than I usually am, but I mean,
what's the
basic?
I was going to
ask.
From
what I've heard is that the stimulus, you can still get it if you make over $75,000, but you'll just get a different amount. Right. Anyone that gets disability, SSI, supplement income, anyone that's on unemployment, you're getting it. If you made under $75,000, but you had to have filed taxes in the last year, if you didn't, you get more if you claim children. I mean, there's a bunch of parameters to it, but it's seeming like if they make over $75,000, they likely wouldn't get much. So obviously they all pretty much fall into that boat.
Right.
So I doubt they'll get anything, honestly.
Right.
And really, I mean, to them, $1,200, what's that going to do compared to what they usually make?
Yeah,
If you make over $198,000, you get nothing. Yeah. So earlier I heard it was $75,000. Like I said, I'm not sure for the specifics on it, but
so they so with the the April 9th date, is that the president's date or is that the date in Florida? That's just the Florida date, right?
That's Florida's date.
Well,
that's for when the shelter in place is set to expire,
which is weird. Well, I mean So we all right.
So there'll still be things that non-essential businesses may not be open yet and things like that.
I think that they're going to need to.
But you won't have to stay in home. So
I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I mean you don't have to stay in home. You can go out to get groceries. So it's not.
Yeah, you can go out for essential needs, but that's it.
Yeah, so that's not bad. But I think that should have stayed on until. I honestly think we should be on that until May 1st. I mean, that may seem crazy to people, but. I think we should be on that till May 1st, but maybe the government, the states know better than me that
it seems like they're just saying this date because every other state is different at this point in time.
Yeah.
To me, it seems like they're saying this and then they'll just extend it.
Wow. Well, let's go back to the donations real quick. We got those. Also want to shout out to Maxwell7. He just became a new patron. If you guys want to hear all my Patreon content, there's a bunch of rambling rants. There's a bunch of shit that we're putting on Patreon. Obviously, this week, I have a bunch of different shows on Patreon that you can't hear on YouTube. And it's just me. It's a lot of the stuff is podcast format. So come on over to the Patreon and check that out. Oh, thanks to Seven Rez, who became a patron, and to something Alicia. Oh, X40 Alicia for becoming a. The name has like spelt hyphens, so like I fuck up on stuff like that all the time. But yes, thank you for becoming a patron this week. And in the $5 and $10 categories, we are trying to get back up to 400 patrons. We're on the way. But the first of the month is coming, April 1st, and we will be that's when we see a drop because you may not realize that you don't get re-upped on Patreon. So make sure to re-up your Patreon so you don't miss out on all the content that's coming there. There's a bunch of shit that's coming, and it's just a load of fucking content on my Patreon, and that really helps out. But you get 30 hours of bonus content that you can't hear on YouTube a month. 30 hours a month on Patreon. And it's really cool. You can interact, the app on your phone, all that other stuff, or use a desktop, whatever the case is. Joe Cronin Show on Patreon, patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. And we did hit the goal down below, too, so thank you guys for that already tonight. That's crazy shit, man. You guys are beasting, and I appreciate it. I want to thank everybody who's been helping me, man, over the last couple of days. A lot of people helping me with my anxiety. Let's go back to the donations, though, real quick. See what topics you guys want to talk about. Jake has a bunch of news. I've got some speculations here. WrestleMania being taped. In fact, as of right now, they're done, and they got to get out of there. So putting the footage together for these 2 nights of WrestleMania, that will be kind of exciting, I think, this week to have 2 nights of WrestleMania. But, Jake, what do you think about this before I play a donation? Do you think that they planned this whole time on going to 2 nights? But no way, right? Because the stadium was...
No, I don't. With the I don't think there was an intentional plan of theirs. I think that just fell into their laps.
Yeah, somebody said.
I think they knew people with no audience. It's going to be a slog to get through, and they just found it easier to digest in 2 pieces instead of 1.
Right. It's going to be hard to sit through. There's no crowd. They'll be able to tape things. They'll be able to...
Exactly. They can change things around. And plus it gives them, twice the content on the network, essentially.
Yeah, it's like turning a little bit of a negative or a big negative into a little bit of a positive, I guess.
Exactly.
What do you think about them? I think they said something like a slogan recently. I know that we've heard the slogan of...
Too big for one night,
but I've also heard they
copyrighted that, and then they also copyrighted "I Wasn't There."
But I also heard somebody said first time ever, this will be the first time for WrestleMania being in 2 locations, and I was like, or 2 different times and 2 different days or something like that, and I was like, oh. And at first I said no, and I got to correct myself because I said that was incorrect, and I was incorrect because I was saying that's not true. WrestleMania 2 took place from 3 different locations.
Yeah, they had 3, spots, but
that was in
not
one
over
night.
2 nights.
Well, that was in one night, right?
That was all one night, yeah.
Right. So this is in 2 nights. So I was wrong, but I said they were wrong. I was like, what are they talking about? What about WrestleMania 2? But then somebody pointed out to me, no, Joe, you don't understand. 3 different locations in one night, but this is the same location 2 nights. And I was like, oh yeah, what am I, stupid? So, I forget who pointed that out to me. In fact, I think it was somebody anonymous, but whatever. Either way, I was wrong, so thank you.
Yeah.
How about instead of watching WrestleMania, we all just take shots of bleach and die? Cut me, Joe.
Oh, my God.
We are getting long down here.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Joe's toenails. Yeah, no, I'm not going near them because they could have picked up some nasty on the floor. So I'm not going near them. I'm not touching them. I'm down to 213 or 14 pounds today, man. I'm going to lose weight with everybody else.
There you go.
I'm losing so much weight, it's unreal. Wonderful. Let me get a couple more in here because we are getting behind.
What else we got? Oh, a little bit of the bubbly. That's it. Want some bubbly? Look at this stuff. Oh, a little bit of the bubbly. That's it.
Tommy shall fade away and classify himself as obsolete. Obsolete. Tommy shall fade away and classify himself as obsolete. Obsolete. The old faggot fuck Vince should cancel WrestleMania.
Oh.
Or have Matt Riddle face Oldberg at WrestleMania.
He'll fade away and classify himself as Cronin's feet. Mike Amilto, thank you. Riddle versus Goldberg, why not? He's been talking shit. Get him up there.
I just don't see them using anybody from NXT.
A little bit of the bubbly. That's it.
It would be ideal.
Bubbly? Look at this stuff. A little bit of the bubbly. That's it.
Fuck this virus and those tight-eye fucks that gave it to us. You rice balls.
I love toes. Thank you for the donation, bro. You rice balls. Fuck this virus and those tight-eye fucks that gave it to us. Jesus Christ, you fucking asshole. That's fucking horrible.
China.
No, the bats gave it to us. The bats gave it to us humans. I don't know. But then again, I might be giving false information out, right, TB Jammer? I might be giving false fucking shit out. Like, literally, Jake said you can get it a second time, which is not really true. So I said no, and then me and Jake argued about it and talked about how we don't really know what we're talking about, and you're saying we're giving out false information. What false information am I giving out? The most doctors have said they don't know. I literally told you nobody really knows.
For sure.
But the doctors say probably not. But we've also heard cases where it seemed like people had gotten it a second time, but they're unconfirmed, so we just don't know. That's not false information if you listen to everything we talked about. We literally had a discussion and brainstormed about the information that's out there. And then we said, check for yourself. That's not false information, you stupid fuck. Like, I mean, obviously you don't like me and you're just following me to be a cunt, okay? You're following my Patreon, you're following the shows just to be a shithead. That's probably what you're doing. I can't imagine any other thing that you're doing it for other than that. You've been around for years, but I apparently you bash me all over the place or something. I don't fucking know. And you're just fucking talking shit because it makes no sense. If you go back and listen to what we said, that's what we said. There was no false information. I don't know what information do you have that makes what I said false? What do you believe? Because it sounds like you believe one way pretty hard or the other. It sounds like you believe that you absolutely can get it again. So are you giving out false information? Because it sounds like you're the one who's giving out false information. That's what it sounds like to me. And now people want me to grow my beard back. Go fuck yourselves. All I heard for fucking years was shave that shit off your face. Well, here you go, motherfucker. Now I got to hear about it the other way? Motherfucker, I hope you get corona and die. How about that? Fucking
What
asshole.
else we got? A little bit of the bubbly. That's it. Want some bubbly? Look at this stuff. A little bit of the bubbly. That's it.
He'll take on Goldberg in bed, winking face. They call me Lars.
I'll take on Goldberg in bed. P.S. They call me Lars. Thank you. Himmy name is Brad. What the fuck? TB Jammer's getting his news from CNN. Is that what you're saying? Why? What's CNN saying? What the fuck is if you're listening to CNN, you're a fucking idiot.
I don't know. I don't go to CNN.
CNN is like, you might as well just fucking, if you're listening to CNN, you might as well just put a knife in your throat and jump off a cliff. It's the same thing. But anyway, fuck, dude, I'm ready to go, man. You want to fuck around? Let's play ball, motherfuckers. I'm going after fucking 3-year patrons right now. Like you don't think I'll go after you? The fuck? Let's go. I'll play the game, motherfucker. I got all my kids home and everybody's stuck in my house. And I'm living in a fucking house of 5 people. You want to fucking play, man? You don't think I'm ready to fucking eat someone's asshole alive, motherfucker? I'll eat your fucking asshole alive, motherfucker. Fuck CNN and fuck Fox. Fuck both of them. If you listen to either one, you're a fucking numbskull.
Like Nate VA said.
Oh my God, Jake, it's Vinnie Mac!
It's Christmas time.
Gotta get the gifts. Santa's on his way. I wanna make a porn. It's Santa's sleigh. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. Let's get it on. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. It's a Christmas song.
Hey, Patrick Carnes, why don't you take a nap and then wake up with straight eyes, motherfucker?
This is a fucking Christmas song. I wanna fuck Mrs. Claus.
It's Christmas time.
Did you think it would be WrestleMania without Shane McMahon having a match? He will now face Goldberg and win.
Oh my God, Vinnie Mac, did you think it was WrestleMania? Vinnie Mac, thank you for the 12.25, man. Imagine Shane McMahon shows up. Jake, what do you think about Shane McMahon showing up to take on Goldberg at WrestleMania in replacement of Roman Reigns?
The best in the world? That's the best choice we've had yet. Think about it.
Hell yeah. Let's get some. Imagine if he went for the coast to coast and as he gets ready to jump, Goldberg sits up immediately and Shane is jumping and jumps, and then Goldberg spears him in the air.
Like Roman did and gave him a concussion.
Oh.
Yeah.
I forgot that's already happened.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Roman concussed his ass.
No! God, no! Fuck! Oh, no!
Besides, I don't think Goldberg could do it. I don't think he's spry enough. Let's just have him face the door on his locker room, and probably the door will win.
Imagine Goldberg goes to get up, and he trips, and then he falls backwards, and think about all the wrestlers wrestling. Do you think any of the wrestlers right now want to fucking tear a hamstring or tear a groin or rip a fucking ACL? Simple. Yeah, You want to be going to the hospital right now with a fucking torn ACL? The fuck out of here.
That's the last thing they want.
In fact, if somebody gets majorly hurt, I would have WWE, I'd make it in the contract. I'd be like, listen, Vince.
Private doctors.
I mean, if you need surgery or something, what if you need some kind of emergency thing? Listen, Vince, here's the deal.
To a private center.
You're flying me to Montana.
Yeah.
Or you're Nebraska. Or you know what I mean? You're flying to, like, find the best hospital in the 5 safest states and fly to that hospital. Like, if you put that in the contract, I'll sign up. Because otherwise, they're in Florida. You're going to the fucking Florida hospital to have fucking some kind of emergency fucking shit done to you. Get the fuck out of here. I mean, obviously, at least they're not in New York, but it's still going to be tough out there.
Yeah.
You don't want to be going to the goddamn hospital. That's
nobody does.
I mean, dude, it's going to take a lot for me to get
they're
hurt.
not even letting fathers in here for
pregnancies.
The birthing center, yeah.
Yeah, same thing here.
Crazy.
2 people I know just gave birth yesterday and the day before. And there's
terrible
another
timing.
one. There's another one in the next 4 weeks is going to give birth. And I said, oh, my God, because she's in Boston. And I said, Boston's about to get bad. Like, it's about to get, like, we haven't hit our peak yet. You know what I mean? New York is in trouble. We're getting we're getting ready to hit our problem. Like, we're getting ready to be New York. Connecticut's already there, but obviously it goes up. You know, New York into Connecticut. And Boston wouldn't even have a problem if we didn't have that bio meeting. They had some kind of huge bio world meeting in Boston. And like 150 people got confirmed of it or something like that. I don't know the real number. I don't even know what I'm saying.
That's smart.
But a lot of people got it at that convention. I don't know if it was a month ago. I don't know when it was. So anyway, we would probably be even better off if that hadn't happened. But yeah, so like good fucking luck. You get hurt. You don't want to get injured as a wrestler right now. You better have doctors there, and you don't know what. So yeah, I mean, dude, that's another thing to think about for the wrestlers is getting injured. The minute like Goldberg, the minute he gets done with this WrestleMania shit, he's probably going home, and he's probably got a room in his house quarantined off so he can come in the back door of the house with a mask on, go right into the room and fucking stay away from his family for probably 15 days at least. That's what I would do if I was Goldberg, because you don't know what the fuck is going on. Let's play another donation.
Pour me
Omar,
a beer.
thank you, my
You've got
friend.
A new subscriber.
Elgin Johnson, what's up, man? Thanks for subbing to the channel, man. Welcome to the Joe Cronin Show. Everybody, welcome Elgin Johnson in the chat by drawing penises. All right, thank you so much. I hope you're over 18. Thank you very much. But yeah, draw something weird in the chat for him. Welcome him to the community here, and have a beer for him. What's up, brother? Oh, my God, no. Oh, my God, no. Good God almighty, no.
I eat food all day. I masturbate. Do not take masturbate. Do not take masturbate.
What's up, Joe and Jake? This whole WrestleMania thing is a shit show. This incredibly sad and classless that Vince is so hell-bent on putting on a show that belongs at a state fair instead of WrestleMania. Vince shows that he can give two fucks about anyone.
Wow, man. Listen, thank you, JD Venom, for the $36 drop, dude. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I can't, I really can't call it that because, I mean, we got The Undertaker and John Cena and stuff like that. And obviously, I know that, the circumstances, whatever. I feel like I'm going to be a lot less hard on WrestleMania than I am on Raw and SmackDown because I feel like on Raw and SmackDown they could get a little more creative, similar to how AEW has been creative. And JD Venom, thank you, man. You are now the top donator, holding on to that digital championship right now. And that means a lot, especially in this tough time. Thank you. By the way, we've blown away the goal, so that's just completely been blown. Holy shit, dude. We've blown the goal away.
Say blown again. I'm
blown,
almost there.
Blown.
Oh, there we
blow.
go.
Blow it, blow it, blow it, blow it, blow it. Blow it!
Oh, there we go.
Blow it! I'm sorry.
Brody Lee, we know, was severely underutilized, and apparently, according to Meltzer, people in the back, along with Vince, were not happy, just very upset with the segment that took place with all the obvious jibes at him.
Whoa, so somebody told Vinny about it, huh?
Yeah, they must have shown it to him, but I love that segment. Eating first and the sneezing and just all of it was so perfect. The suit, every bit of it was just perfect.
They did the Nacho Man Hulk Hogan thing, but on Vince. It's kind of funny.
It worked so great.
I thought it was great. Yeah, I thought it was great. I loved it. I thought, man, there was so many shots at Vince, but they were involved in his character that I thought it was unbelievable. I mean, I think WrestleMania is going to be a lot like Star Trek Picard was last night. I think it's going to be like, this is kind of awesome that we're watching this, but then this is so fucking horrible too at the same time. That's kind of what I feel like we're in for tomorrow. So
yeah, no kidding.
We'll see about that. Let's go back to some more donos. A lot of people chiming in tonight. Thank you.
I'm from sexy transvestite from sexual Transylvania. I'm from sexy transvestite from sexual Transylvania. Sexy transvestite from sexual Transylvania.
I don't know what bothers me more, the doom and gloom on my end due to Corona-chan, or how motherfucking out of touch Hollywood and the comic book industry are because of their socialist commie agendas. Oh yay, Vince and Steph are out of touch too. Fuck them.
Bimbo Baggins, thank you for the $7, Bimbo Baggins. Also, John Swag on my Twitter says he believes Goldberg opponent will be Dolph Ziggler. So hopefully that's that would be wouldn't that be figure? Bimbo Baggins, thank you for the $7, Bimbo. Let me try to see here.
Yeah, nothing with Dolph and Otis officially announced. That's a waste.
Yeah. I mean, what are you going to do? But yeah, communist agenda, I don't know, whatever. Yeah, that's Hollywood for you. They're all a bunch of sick weirdos in Hollywood. Most of them are chasing around 5-year-old fucking boys to put on the island with them. That's oh my god. Oh my god, it's Vladimir Putin.
Let's get gay, let's get gay. I want that
oh my
gay
god!
I want that gay. Let's get gay. It's a party with the gays.
Show me that gay suck job.
I love gays. I want gays. I'm not straight. I want gay, 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 gay. I want that gay up in my face. Let's get so gay.
Let's get it.
Let's get so
I love
gay.
the gays. I love them.
In my face.
Everyday Jam! Everyday Jam. Everyday Jam, man. He just dropped a bombshell. It's okay to be gay, baby. Thank you, Everyday Jam. We love you, man. Thank you, brother. Holy shit.
Let's get gay, masturbate, don't date. I mean, we're all over the place here, but
yeah,
I like the central theme.
Yeah, there's a very Oh man, everyday jam, baby. Thank you, man. That is a bombshell right there. And
Everyday Jam bringing the bro jobs out. He's rocking it, baby.
And my mother, she turned 69 just the other week, and we weren't able to celebrate it because I couldn't see her.
Yeah, it's terrible, but
my 69-year-old mother. It would have been a hell of a birthday party, I'll tell you that. I would have tried to go back in.
I was trying to strip, but
I would have climbed right back in. I would have shown her what I grew, and I would have climbed back in on my own mother. But no, what the fuck am I saying, dude?
No lube.
That is
none needed.
Pour me a beer. You've got a
Thanks,
new
Mom.
subscriber.
Oh. Citizen Beeswax, thank you for subbing to the channel. Everybody welcome Citizen Beeswax in the chat. Roman Reigns will miss WrestleMania. Part of this due to the, obviously, his predisposition here, it looks like. He pulled out last minute, though, so that could be the wife saying, you better not go. The doctor said this, and you know this, that. Maybe, or maybe he decided to, and last minute saw his kid. I don't know. But either way.
It's possible at this point, but
scientifically, stay out of it.
Yeah, good choice. I mean, they're using a skeleton crew. I mean, Raw had a very small crew with just Vince, Paul, Kevin Dunn, Triple H. That was it. So,
does Kevin Dunn always got to be at everything? Can't someone send him home?
Yeah, he's basically essential, but
no,
useless.
he is, but
I still don't see how. So we can get the camera to bounce up and down a few more times.
Yeah, that's I mean, it's weird too because I feel like Kevin Dunn used to be a genius. I think Kevin Dunn. I mean, I think he is, but I think Kevin Dunn used to be a genius. I think what he used to shoot, because the thing that we always talk about is this guy is the same guy who filmed the Attitude Era. This is the same.
And then they went to HD.
Yeah, that's where all got ruined. But this guy was also the same guy that filmed the Ruthless Aggression Era, the Attitude Era, the 90s. You know what I mean? Like, all that stuff. Like, this is the guy who fucking filmed it. And he filmed it great then. He directed it great then. He called the shots brilliantly back then. So, he is a brilliant guy. It's true. But what they do now, whatever decision, it's kind of like George Lucas. It's like the first 3 Star Wars movies are so great. And then the prequels were like, what are you doing? He clearly wanted to just sit in a chair and just watch the green screen work be done. He didn't want to go to a mountain and film on a volcano or film near a mountain or go to a desert. That first experience was enough for him. He was like, I want to sit down here. And he tried to get Steven Spielberg to direct it, and he wouldn't do it. And so then he goes, I got to do it. So that's what Kevin Dunn feels like. It's like he went from this, he outlived his even Jim Johnston, right? The music guy, he kind of left right as, he wasn't really contributing much new anymore. You know what I mean? But he really went out on top, I feel like. I don't think there was never a period of time that declined for him. Everything he still wrote or did was still really well done, although mostly he was just in charge of the music overall, and he wasn't producing every single song anymore, obviously. But
yeah, but he was.
Yeah, it was still good, but he went out on top. It feels like Kevin Dunn is just, he's not the same. They're not filming the same way they used to at all. And even the times
he's lost all passage and passion, and the business seems like it just passed him by.
Yeah, and I don't know.
Same thing with Vince. Vince had an amazing mind for business, and now it just seems like, financially, yeah, he's still viable, but creative-wise, gotta go.
What did you say?
No, don't get buck-toothed involved. Speaking of morons, you'll love this. Friend of the show, Jim Cornette, went ahead and called Braun a fucking bum. I thought this was hilarious.
He is.
He's laying into Braun, and his thoughts line up with ours for the most part. Terrible the way they booked him, but he's saying now with Braun making all these comments about indie wrestlers needing to just, basically shut their mouths about needing help with the lack of bookings. Braun saying, I'm not working at this. I'm not getting paid at this time because I'm not working. He was giving his advice and just where it wasn't needed. You know, it caused a lot of issues online, especially on Twitter. So Cornette said, up until 7 years ago, Strowman was a fucking bum. When you're as big and strong as Strowman, WWE notices you and basically pays you to go to school. He was paid to train, has a guaranteed contract, and gets paid whether he wrestles or not. He couldn't survive in the actual wrestling business. He never had to pay his dues. He got paid to train and learn and got a guaranteed contract. Can't argue with that.
Yeah.
He says, I don't understand why Strowman acts like it was their choice that their bookings got canceled. This was not any of their fault, talking about the indie wrestlers.
Yeah, Braun.
He said, for a guy with guaranteed money to be down on them, fuck you, you big fat fuck. He's a fathead.
He's a fathead. Hey, are all the wrestlers going to come back out now and like Cornette again? I mean,
Probably
he's right,
for those
dude.
comments.
Hey, Braun, shut the fuck up, you big retard idiot. You fucking gun-toting fucking cocksucker with your fucking big fucking head and your dumb burly beard that's going to fucking catch coronavirus in the wind like a fucking butterfly catcher, you fucking cocksucking fuck with a big net. Take that fucking beard of yours and stick your head in the fucking Atlantic Ocean and drag your fucking head across the bottom of the seafloor, and you'll catch a bunch of fish and fucking goddamn junk and pollution in that beard, and then you'll forget that you're supposed to come up for air and die and drown, you big retarded idiot. Fucking stupid moron. Finally won the IC belt, a belt that was made for guys to be pushed towards the top belt someday, usually made for guys under 300 pounds, but you're fucking so stupid as fuck that you got to have the fucking belt to get you some kind of clout because you're stupid. Hey, I'm going to tell everybody when I'm cashing in my money in the bank. I'm a real man because I told you I was going to do it. Every other little guy everywhere else surprises people and wins a belt, but no, I'm going to be like a man and I'm going to cash it in. And fucking, I lost my fucking money in the bank, you fucking idiot. Oh, now I'm going to fucking be in a fucking triple threat tag match or whatever the fuck when the odds are against me with my belt like a moron. I'm also going to go into a tag match with a child. You know, fucking Braun Strowman is the biggest retard in all of fucking wrestling, and the guy who is Braun Strowman is an idiot for going along with any of this shit. Any other big man at some point would say, enough, Vince, enough. You want to kill my character? You want to kill the monster that I am? Because this is murdering me. He would have put his foot down one of those times, whether it was with the kid, whether it was with the IC belt, whether it was with the Money in the Bank. One of those 3 times, and maybe a few other things, Braun Strowman or a real man would have said, listen, Vince, I ain't fucking doing that because you're going to murder this fucking monster image that I have. You're going to kill it. All the stuff you did, I'm going to tear down the stage. I'm going to tear down this. I'm going to lift a truck. You're a fucking retard in the end of it, you stupid fuck. I bet you I give you a GED test and the fucking goddamn at the end of it, most people get a 75, an 85. You know what Braun Strowman gets? A big fucking thing in red letters says retard. That's what fucking happens to you, Braun Strowman, you dumb fucking numbskull.
Pour me a beer. You've got a new subscriber.
Hey, James, thanks for subbing to the channel, man. Everybody give James some love. Or Jamez, or Jemez, or James, or I don't know. But thank you. Pour him a beer, motherfucker. Why do you got to have a Z at the end of that shit? What the fuck?
One of those.
Anyway, buenos noches. How's everybody doing in the chat? Thank you for subbing, man. Glad to have you here. I'm a moron, if you haven't noticed. So you just subscribed to an idiot. So I hope you enjoy being subscribed to a fucking asshole idiot.
What else we got?
Vanguard 1 is officially...
one more sec. One more, Jake.
That's
One
it.
more.
Bubbly? Look at this stuff. A little bit of the bubbly. That's it.
No, Vince called me and I will be wheeling myself down to challenge that bastard Goldberg for hurting me 20 years ago. Play my music, Joe.
Oh my God. Dun, bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. It's the remix with the British Bulldog from WrestleMania 11. It was a good that was probably maybe the best combination. You know, when the wrestlers, they put 2 random wrestlers together, then they mix their music and it's enraging.
Yeah.
That is the best. And I think that may have been the first time I ever heard them do that, but that was the best mix of 2 wrestlers' musics that I ever heard. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, it was damn good.
Because they mixed it together for WrestleMania 11 and during their tag team time. And here it is. Oh, I found it. They were called the Allied Powers. Yeah, the rare theme. Listen to this. This is the British Bulldog's theme mixed with Lex Luger's. This is the best mix I've ever heard. So it starts out with the British Bulldog with the beat of Lex, and then it goes into Lex's. So here's the British Bulldog. British Bulldog. And now it goes right into Lex Luger.
We are live! It's WrestleMania 10! Yes, the Allied Powers! The British Bulldog! Lex Luger!
Fucking holy fuck, dude. That was the best mix ever. Good job. And then they were like, let's do that every time, all the time. And it sounded like shit most of those other times. I'm out of breath.
It just flowed together so well. That was the thing.
I'm losing my fucking mind tonight. I'm really out of my fucking mind. Oh, boy.
Yeah, Vanguard 1 is officially AEW Dynamite's new field reporter. I think that's a great decision on their part.
Idea.
It's funny, again, being creative in time that, requires it. This Wednesday on Dynamite, if everything goes ahead as follows, we're going to see the Murder Hawk monster himself, Lance Archer, take on possibly Dustin Rhodes, it looks like. That'll be his first match in AEW Dynamite, so. That's an interesting pairing. I'd like to see that. Certainly, obviously, Dustin will put him over well, so curious to see how they... let this portray on TV, but
maybe Goldust and Jake can relive their little rivalry.
That's what they were kind of doing with each other on Twitter. So
really,
Dustin Rhodes started off saying,
Jake knows how to
you don't
use
want
Twitter?
none of the Rhodes family, you and your chicken hawk. So he was starting digging in at Jake on Twitter.
You and your chicken cock.
Yeah,
he knows how to use Twitter. Jake, my God.
Yeah, well, Goldust sure does. So.
The fact that Jake the Snake Roberts knows how to use Twitter, that's a fucking big...
I don't know if Jake's on there, but I see...
Oh, I thought you said they were fighting with each other on Twitter.
No, he's sending digs his way. So Dustin's starting the attack, and we have Lance Archer replying, so...
All right, well, that's... wait a minute.
They're
we got
starting
someone
the promo, it looks
calling
like.
in here. Hold on a minute. Let's see if we can...
Yeah, I don't know if Jake knows what technology is, but...
Joe, it's me. Jake, it's me. Are you trying to say that I don't know how the fuck to use Twitter?
I didn't think that you could type, but I guess if you can...
I was
use
sitting
Skype.
here. I'm sitting here at a campfire right now, and I'm looking into the campfire. That's all I've been doing. For the last 5 days, I've been contemplating getting back into the ring.
Really?
And going
You want to wrestle
someplace
again?
I haven't. I don't want to wrestle, but you're going to make me have to wrestle. Because when I step into the ring for the next time, I'm going to break a man. I'm going to kill a person in that ring, and I want it to be you, Jake DeMarco, because you're not the real Jake. I'm the real Jake the Snake Roberts. I remember Vince McMahon. He told me, Jake, you have to make love to this snake if you want to make money. And he wasn't even serious. You know, that man lied to me for several years and made me pull out my penis in the locker room and fornicate with Damien in front of him. And it was all just for a laugh.
That's terrible.
But
I know he
that's
did
how-
similar things to Ryback as well, so...
That's right. But that's how bad I was. That's how bad the demons got me. And I couldn't see very clear. But now I'm a whole new thing, Jake DeMarco.
Well, I just
I'm
figured
a
since you
whole
couldn't even
new-
finish cutting your hair, I didn't know you knew how to use Twitter, but...
I know how to do a lot of things now. I know who my real friends are. And I know who my enemies are as well. See, back then I didn't know who my enemies were. Sometimes Vince McMahon would turn me this way, that way. and he'd point me in the direction. And like a dog obeying his owner, I would sniff out the evil, the target, and I'd lay him down. But now, Jake DeMarco, I know the evil when I see it, and you and Joe Cronin are the evil. And I am going to step into the ring, and I am going to end your life. And I'm going to then sodomize a snake live on television like it was Vince McMahon. And I wish I could go back. Let me tell you one other thing. Trust me, I wish I could go back to 1991. Because I'll tell you this, I would have raped Linda.
Oh God, that's terrible, Jake.
Okay, all right. No,
That's a bit much.
No. I know you wanted to talk to my co-host for some reason.
Yeah, I know you want to know who the dominant Jake is.
That's not. You can't say that. That's
a bit far.
Gonna have to hang up on you there. Listen. He refused to talk to me. He said if I talked, he'd hang up. But I don't know why.
I believe.
What did you do to him to
you
get
and
that?
Him, I pissed him off badly. I mean, he said he's ready to get back in the ring to end me. I'm kind of scared now.
That is
now. Jake does have a great Twitter account. I mean, just the other day he was talking about how he's doing squats all the time and he's going to start coloring his mustache so he can get. He's always got some bit of delightful text to share, but I haven't seen him reply to Dustin yet. But it seems like since Lance Archer has, that's where that feud's going.
Yeah, it does seem like that. I mean, obviously Jake is, as you heard from Jake, he is in a. I mean, listen, he is in a dark but focused place. You just heard,
he is motivated. I mean, my God, that's what happens with sobriety. You focus on something and you really channel it in. He's ready to kick some ass. It sounds like.
Yeah, Jake is unhinged. Like he said, like before, he would just do what he was told and he would take it out. But now, being like this, being so focused, he's focusing his evil side, and that's what scares me. He knows what he's doing. He's targeting you. You should be scared. Yeah.
I'm extremely frightened. He not only said he was going to end me, but then he was going to sodomize a snake in front of me. So
that's weird. That is.
Think about all the torture Vince put him through. We heard Ryback say most of the same, so I guess it is true.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about eating bats. I mean, this guy's going to fuck a snake. I mean, what the fuck happens
then? What else we got?
Oh, God knows
a little bit
next.
Of the bubbly.
That's it.
A little bit of the bubbly. Look at this stuff. Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
I can't wait to hear Bruce Pritchard someday about WrestleMania 36.
Yeah.
This shit gotta be crazy.
That's what I'm saying, man. I can't wait till the podcast come out or the whatever come out on this WrestleMania, because this is going to be, this has got to be just a fucking, you may hear it soon. He may talk about it soon on his podcast. I don't know, but again, it's hard to say because we were always worried that Bruce Pritchard was being a little bit reserved because he always, he was so loyal to Vince and probably thought maybe I could go back there sometime. So he was being always reserved, and being a
good little boy.
Yeah, and Connor would push him a little bit, or not Connor, Conrad would push him a little. By the way, Conrad and Bruce, thank you, man. They are subscribed to the Joe Cronin Show. Shout out to them. I don't know who's...
Rightfully so. He opened, many of Pandora's box, but he also did it respectfully, so...
But now you would assume... But I've heard him recently even talk about some things that I'm surprised he's brought up, so...
That's what I'm saying. He's still addressed some things, but I don't feel like... like you said, he's always been reserved and held some things close to the chest. This is where I wish somebody like a Jericho, or even Jericho himself, were still involved with the company, because, on his podcast, he just said whatever he wanted, and... I think it'd be great to hear what, we need some fly on the wall.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get some kind of clarity about it and to get some kind of story behind it. So I hope that does happen. I hope we get to hear, because that'll be very interesting to hear about that stuff. And hopefully it comes out soon, but maybe it'll come out in June when things are hopefully blowing over a little bit. I think June is our sanctuary month, or maybe May, hopefully. That's really optimism. I don't know anything. But I'm just
Super Chat Party.
Jay Giles, what's up, man?
It's just horrible without the crowd. Shut it down.
See, I don't agree though, because I think AEW did okay, but I got to assume WrestleMania will be more interesting than Raw. Raw and SmackDown, they've been mailing it in, so this will be the first time we're seeing the WWE put on something that's a little more serious. So I'm optimistic that, listen, at this point, WrestleMania went from, I can't wait for WrestleMania to, oh, God, I hope the WrestleMania tapings are more entertaining than Raw and SmackDown. Like, it's such a weird change that you wouldn't expect to have to go through. So, by the way, I want to shout out Dean Bigelow. By the way, that's a fucking awesome name.
Male Gigolo, yeah.
Dean Bigelow, dude. So you got Dean Ambrose and Bam Bam Bigelow mixed into one. Listen, thank you to Dean very much. He became a $25 patron. So he is now in the producer tier, and I will get you on there, Dean. Dean, thank you very much for helping out, man. That's a big one. You get all the stuff that's listed there as well. Please let me know. And thank you very much to Bigelow for that. Love the name too. It's just a cool name, Dean Bigelow. That's like Chuck Steak, or fucking Jonathan Beef, or like just something like super manly, like Biff Webster, like that type of shit. Like he's got fucking Dean Bigelow. That's super chat. Awesome. Super chat.
Shut up, Jake. TB Jammer will get upset. Faggot. Smiley face.
Mike Yamoto, thank you for the donation, man. Oh, recreational weed has been suspended statewide.
Oh, really?
Yep. It's open only. Wait a minute. It's open for medical only until April 7th. So,
damn.
So I can't even go get the. Well, that's okay though, because. Woo! But honestly, I'm not. I'm actually not smoking. Do you want to know why?
Why is that?
In case I were to get the corona really badly, I don't want any smoke near my lungs.
Hey, it can only improve your health. Might as well.
I'm dead. I'm serious. Like, fuck that.
No argument there. The science, I'm sure, is solid.
Listen, it's true. It's any little bit of extra you can give yourself if you were to get sick. I'm not gonna fucking breathe and smoke, even though it's not that bad. For all we know, marijuana could help it. We don't fucking know. We're not doctors. TB Jammer. But I do have edibles, but I'm gonna go with not having it. But maybe it would cure, maybe it would help it.
Yeah, edibles and anxiety don't go well together typically.
I'm not eating them. Trust me, I'm not eating them because I'm worried about because I will. Sometimes when I smoke a shitload, which I haven't smoked in months, I barely smoke weed. I almost never smoke weed. But one time I smoked the fuck out of something. Like I smoked up like a maniac. And I began to get that tunnel vision where the room just felt like it kept continuing on and on.
Wasn't it one of the pay-per-views?
Maybe. If you remember it, then it was that time because I remember talking about it.
Because it was you and I thought Troy, right? Or was that the edibles?
No, I was by myself. I think when it happened. No, that was
the
you
edibles.
were
out of it that night.
No, yeah, there was one. Oh yeah, there was. Yes, no, that was the edibles. They put me to sleep. Because people were like, "Where's the review, Joe? Why did you only review it and get out of here?" And because I fell asleep because the edibles put me to bed. But no, it was one night I smoked something that was not. In fact, that wasn't even. It wasn't from the store. That was from stuff a buddy of mine gave me a long time ago. I smoked a blunt by myself in about 5 minutes. It was, dude. I was like, oh, I was a wreck. Let's go to more donations.
Super chat.
Damn it, Joe, you can use it. Patrons are fags.
You could use it. AJ Adams, thank you, man. What? I almost got 400 patrons, man. I have a Patreon army. Me and my wife's podcast is going to be back.
New subscriber.
Sir Jam 34, give him some love in the chat. Sir Jam, what's up, man? TB Jammer, if you're still listening, I hope you didn't get banned or anything like that. I'll welcome you back in, man. But I love you. Just stop yelling at me about what to talk about. You know what I mean? I'm not a doctor. I'm not telling anybody what to do.
You just play one on TV.
I just play one on the Joe Cronin show.
Cena needs to take the belt from Goldberg.
Cena needs to take the belt. Well, no, but Cena's not staying around either. So,
yeah, Cena winning. I'd rather Cena win than anybody else. But I don't want to see him beat Bray. So.
Yeah, they're not.
It'd be odd if he lost to Bray, but then goes for the title.
Yeah. How about an open challenge, though, no matter what? How about an open challenge so there's at least that excitement? Although, unless somebody read spoilers, at least you get excitement of who's it going to be? We don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, I'm really gonna try to not know who it is.
I'm trying to avoid them like the plague, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I don't want to get them.
Avoiding them like the coronavirus.
Avoid them up, baby. I have so many wipes.
Super chat.
Bullfrog is faggot. Frog. Frog. Fidget. Frog. Frog. Faggot frog.
Oh. Good God. Thank you for the donation. Poor bully frog. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, shit.
We got a tie!
Let's get gay, I want that gay in my face, I want that gay, let's get gay, it's a party with the gays, I love gays, I love gays, I want gays, I'm not straight, I want gay, gay, I want that gay up in my face, let's get so gay, let's get so gay, I love gays in my face.
The cure is limes. Limes everywhere. Limes wedges up his ass, her ass, your ass, that ass, this ass, Joe's ass, Jake's ass, Tommy's. The whole thing just to be safe.
That's a good idea, Black Lab. Black Lab believes the cure is to shove a whole entire lime up your ass. Somehow I don't think that would work, but it
works for Corona. You shove a lime in a Corona, it makes it tolerable.
That's right. I don't know. Black Lab
might
might have
have something,
stumbled.
Black Lab.
Holy shit, brother. I have a Black Lab. Black Lab 27 and Everyday Jam are tied. I guess
they both want that belt.
I guess I'll give it to both. I'll give it to both.
Yeah,
of them
it's a tie.
It's a tie at $69.
It's gotta happen.
Because they're at so much money, I'll give it a tie.
Yeah, San Jose Sharks refs makes a great point. What if it's the opposite? What if night one, Cena beats Goldberg for the title? Night two, Bray beats Cena and becomes the new champion.
Oh my God!
And that gets Bray the title back. That I'd be all about.
That's a great idea.
San Jose is onto something. Because we got two nights, so they could pull it off that way. It doesn't have to be night one.
And
we've been focused on it being night one.
Shit,
so.
he would know too. So
this coronavirus is killing me. I haven't had black dick for 3 weeks now, and now my pussy is so fucking tight that I can't get a midget dick in me now.
Oh.
Joe, play my song. It's been a while.
Oh my good God, Blumpkin cunt pussy juice. That is, listen, you can find it somewhere. You just search the streets, and you smell it out. They're hiding in dumpsters, they're in trash cans, they're hiding everywhere. And if you really search hard enough, you can find them. Blumpkin. Here you go, Blumpkin, just for you.
What if Gronk wins the belt?
Oh,
somebody said that in chat much earlier. What if Gronk wins?
That Blumpkin cunt pussy. Here we go.
Where is this playing?
Something happened to my ass.
Something happened to my ass.
You got that Blumpkin. You got that Blumpkin pussy juice. That fucking cunt, that fucking juice is on the loose. That pussy screws all of the men. Blumpkin cunt, pussy juice. Once it's in my mouth, I'll swallow all your juice. Blumpkin, fucking cunt, pussy juice. That cunt is on the loose, that pussy juice.
So Blumpkin,
I want that Blumpkin cunt, pussy juice. Nom 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 nom. Blumpkin cunt, pussy juice. All I want in my mouth, I can't take all of it. It's dripping down my throat so wet. Blumpkin cunt, pussy juice. Blumpkin cunt, it's all I want from you. Oh.
Num, 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 num.
I smell it from here, I smell it from there. I eat through your underwear. I nibble it up, I gobble it all. I make your pussy and your panties fall. I wanna withdraw your fucking cunt. Your beaver meat is on my front. I'll fucking lick it up my tongue. Oh, cunt, pussy juice. That's all I fucking want from you. Your Blumpkin, your cunt, your pussy juice. Oh, your pussy's the size of a goddamn moose. I want it so bad I can taste it from here. I wanna munch it, I'll munch your rear. I will munch every part of you. 'Cause I want that cunt and Blumpkin juice. Pussy.
That's right. You can hear the full song on Patreon under the music section on Patreon. Go down, listen to all the songs. Over 70 songs on my Patreon. Blumpkin Cunt Pussy Juice version 2. You're welcome. And that's about it. Breaking news, potentially. People saying Dave Meltzer reporting Braun Strowman is potentially the replacement for Roman Reigns.
Yeah, that's what I had said when we first started the show tonight. You know, it seems I heard two reports right off the bat, which were both conflicting.
Did Meltzer report it yet then, or is this new?
Yeah, Meltzer had reported that Braun would be the replacement, and then other sites, I don't have it in front of me now, had said that, Braun wouldn't be at Mania, so it was like flip a coin, I guess.
I remember you saying that, but I just didn't know if Meltzer had been a source before.
Yeah, so...
Okay, well, if he's already a source, then that's not news to me, then. Okay.
But, I mean, that seems like it's going to be likely what happens is that Braun goes against Goldberg.
Ugh.
Which I'm not crazy about.
Title versus... Oh, no, he doesn't have a title. That's right.
Yeah, he doesn't have the IC title. He lost that. Sami Zayn's the IC champ, was supposed to go against Daniel Bryan. And if rumors to be believed and Daniel Bryan is quarantined or can't compete, then I don't know what happens there either. So, coronavirus wins again.
So what's up with Daniel Bryan being quarantined? So, like, Daniel Bryan's whole thing...
Originally, he was quarantining himself to keep his wife safe so he can continue working with the WWE, but now it was being rumored that he might be either A, sick, or B, just unwilling or unable to compete for Mania. So that was being what we were talking about earlier. So not great either way.
Wow. Okay. Well, there you go.
Nothing to confirm it, but just part of the news madness that's going around. So,
yeah, let me go through some more donations, I guess. We got...
I mean, last we heard he'll quarantine himself after Mania, so...
Oh, right. He moved it up a little bit. Ugh.
Joe, can you please calm down and have a little more respect for your fans and their opinions? If someone has a different idea or criticism of you, that is okay. It is okay.
He was literally typing in capital letters in the chat over and over again to stop talking about this and that sort of thing. So... what do you want me to do? Let me go find out who that donation came from. Hold on.
The last thing we have confirmed is Brie Bella reveals Daniel Bryan has an autoimmune disease. So he's got his immune system compromised as well. She said, my husband's still working. He's in Orlando now. This is from comicbook.com as of 2 p.m. today. So she said, granted, he's working. He has a job, but it makes me really nervous. He has an autoimmune disease. He has fought asthma really bad. He was always sick when he was a kid. I lost sleep last night. I'm grateful my husband is still employed, but at the same time, I'm really scared that he's just out there. I just pray so much for him that he stays healthy. When he comes home, we're going to have him put up in a hotel to see if we have symptoms before he comes home to Birdie and I. So that could be weeks. And now, apparently, the talk after this was that he wouldn't compete because of the autoimmune thing. So he could be another one like Roman Reigns. Again, nothing to confirm that, but we'll see what happens.
That's, I didn't know. What kind of fucking autoimmune disease? Did we ever hear about this before?
No, she didn't specify, but she said that he dealt with asthma and he has an autoimmune disease.
Oh, it could be the asthma stuff, yeah.
Well, no, the asthma would be different than anything rheumatoid related, so.
You know, yeah.
But she doesn't specify what autoimmune disease he has.
Yeah. Yeah, who knows?
So, I mean, there's, Bird went ahead and sent us an article here talking from an ER nurse. Where is this out of? in Oakland County, Michigan. She said resources are beyond slim. We have no medication to keep patients ventilated, let alone ventilators. She said medications like fentanyl or propofol that would keep a patient sedated and asleep while they're intubated, we're out of. We're even out of Tylenol. Jesus. So that's not good at all.
Don't give out false information. What are you doing? So wait a minute. What hospital is that?
That's from an emergency room in Oakland County, Michigan. So,
Jesus, that's Michigan. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Time to get them some supplies, huh?
Everybody needs supplies at this point in time.
You might have been better off getting it early. People in May might be fucked.
She said they were also issued one N95 mask in a paper bag to be reused. There are no masks, no gowns. They're running low on gloves because everyone has panicked and stockpiled all of this. The medical staff doesn't have it. We cannot stay safe. We cannot care for all the people that are coming in because no one is taking this seriously. And I am being super transparent. I was one of those people that wasn't taking it seriously, but I'm here to tell you that you need to. Stay home. So
yeah, that's what I've been saying for a long time.
Last thing I want to bring up to you. Did you watch the second part of the Benoit documentary yet? Dark Side of the Ring,
no, I couldn't do it. I was like, let me not watch this right now.
Cody Rhodes said that he refuses to watch it. He said, what he did makes it so hard so that I never have any interest in watching anything connected to him. He said, that's just my opinion. It's not meant to be controversial. I heard the show was done for the right reasons, but it's not something I'm interested in. It was a very difficult and emotional watch.
Yeah, I stopped.
I knew a great deal about the case and whatnot, but there was nothing that came to light that I didn't know previously. But it was still very, very hard to listen to, and we'll see what happens before. So,
yeah, I couldn't do it. I was same thing for me. I was like, I don't know. I'm not watching this.
Yeah. San Jose says Oakland County is the cities that surround Detroit. So that makes sense why it's having a hard time. Yeah, but the second part was really a difficult watch and get through. It was done for the right reasons, though. It was to get, obviously his oldest son reconnected with his aunt. And, there was a silver lining and a positive at the end of it. So it was touching. It was, like I said, though, just very emotional.
It's all, yeah. I mean, I bet it is. I mean, it was fucking terrible, like horrific. What's going on there? Need to start fucking paying attention to people's brains and look at what is going on there. You can major life occurrences and things like that can trigger schizophrenia and things like that. From what we hear, I wonder if because they really make it seem like the loss of Guerrero really kind of twisted him, even though the doctors say he's got an old brain. So I don't know, though. I'm not a doctor.
I think there was a lot of things compounding. Obviously, the steroids was probably an issue. I mean, we learned about one thing we did learn about was the physical abuse with his wife, and then because that's one of the things that his wife's sister had said was that I wish I didn't. One of the times they had a big fight, I wish I didn't reconnect them. I think about that all the time, and.
Right.
But so the rage that does come with steroids, if that is the case, plus the CTE for what we know and don't know, all those chair shots to the head, all the years of him punishing himself for any little thing that he got wrong. We've heard that before, that he was very serious and obviously took it as serious as could be. And then on top of it, just the loss of his best friend he couldn't handle, and he was writing to him, regularly in a journal, and just, but for people to say, there was a suicide note left, and he left Bibles by their bodies. I mean, things like that. It just, for much as he wasn't there, it was intentional. So it's still hard to ever comprehend or wrap your head around.
Yeah, it's so weird. I can't get into it either. Like, I'm Cody. I feel like, I don't know, man. We got to study stuff to know because it don't make sense. Shit bomb.
According to a close source, since Roman Reigns will no longer compete at WrestleMania, Goldberg will be inserted into the WWE Championship match between Brock Lesnar and Drew McIntyre, and winner takes all, via several sources.
Really? Whoa. I mean,
that's interesting.
That's
I haven't heard anything. Anything's possible at this point. God knows.
D. Welsh, thank you, D. Welsh, for the $5 ship bum. D. Welsh, that would be crazy. By the way, right now, DMOON is the king of the wheel this week. And we'll determine a new king tomorrow night on Monetize This. Oh, God. Good God.
That, my friend, is the sound of Wrestlemania. What if The Rock or Stone Cold faced Goldberg? Quick finisher 1, 2, 3 and out. Thoughts?
What if The Rock and Stone Cold face Goldberg? Yeah, that'd be great. I'd take that over everything at this point.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Andale peasy, man, driving around the country for us. What's
Mike
up,
Oxlong in the chat said, "You haven't worked out a day in your life, Jake. Don't point at steroids." I mean, I literally have to inject myself with a high dose of steroids. I know firsthand, the rage and shit that can come with it, and all the medications you have to take to counter that. And so I have a legit firsthand perspective. So,
oh yeah, you're taking.
Don't
steroids.
judge.
You're taking
I've been on steroids for years now, and now I'm on high doses of testosterone to avoid pituitary cancer. But hey, that's what happens. I'm literally just regurgitating what they said in the documentary, that they didn't know if it was the roid rage. They had no idea. They couldn't pinpoint if it was the brain damage, if it was the loss of Eddie. I mean, what did I say? That's
what
not
is with
accurate
us?
there.
What the fuck is with us talking about stuff that's like? What is with us speculating on things and people raving about it in the chat, about how dare you talk? Like, what are you talking about? Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Maybe we're crazy for reading it, because it's kind of like, what do you mean? Like, we are. That's what we're doing. We're speculating on all the things that are out there. That's what we're doing. That's what this is. That's what the show is. Like, it's not we deliver only the facts. That's it. This is a huge. I'm not a news channel. This is a talk rumor podcast and discussion, and we talk about, we're pundits. I'm not a news reporter. I'm a pundit or kind. I'm giving my opinions on things, and I'm throwing out all the ideas that are out there, and then talking about what I think and what's going on. I'm not a fucking newsman or a doctor. You're fucking you're not a doctor. No shit. No. Does anyone? Are you sure? I thought I was. I thought Jake knew it. We're just telling you what we think about stuff. What the fuck is wrong with people? What kind of drugs are you on? What the fuck? Does it say doctor on my fucking shirt? Does it say fucking know-it-all news guy? No. I'm giving you my opinions about what's going on and what I've heard. I don't fucking know. Make your own fucking mind up then. The fuck am I supposed to know? I'm telling you what we're hearing and talking about my opinion on it. That's what this is. I'm not supposed to be right every time. Is that what you want me to be? To know everything? I don't know shit. I'm on YouTube. Fuck is wrong with people?
Super chat party.
Big super chat.
Tonight is the return of the super chat party.
Oh, the big super chat party coming in from Everyday Jam. Thank you, Everyday Jam. We are going to take calls in a little bit. On probably going to go to Discord for them. If you want to get something in a couple times, we'll get it in there. We'll figure it out. Everyday Jam, thanks for the super chat. God damn. What the fuck? Everyday Cram.
Everyday Jam's just holding onto that belt. He's got it gripped tight, but they're sharing it still.
He's sharing it with this with Black Lab.
Black Lab, yeah.
They're fucking fighting over it like the purse between Roman and Brock.
That's what I thought of too.
That was so bad. Remember that? Fucking, let me take my purse back from you.
Super chat party.
Any what else you got, Jake? While those come rolling in.
I'm looking through news, and it's kind of just the same stuff about Roman. What we had said before about Fightful saying they've been given additional details. And according to sources, much of the crew of WWE found out Wednesday Reigns wouldn't be participating in the highly anticipated match. The crew has finished filming the planned segments for WrestleMania, so all of that is in the can. That's good. Roman Reigns personally requested to let him pull out of the bout. The reason being that he didn't want to be at the Performance Center amidst the coronavirus pandemic. He said he wasn't feeling comfortable during WWE tapings at the Performance Center in Orlando. So that makes sense, obviously, and his health comes first. You can always do more in the future, but skeleton crew or not, it's not safe. So.
Party.
Everyday Jam.
Chiming in again. Look at that. He's got a friggin' donation train coming in. Super chat party.
It's coming on in, baby. Meltzer tweeted out something about doctors and hospitals. Massachusetts is on the list. We're below.
Really? USA is number 1. So
yeah, I mean we're below New York and Florida. We're even below Chicago and Washington.
I know Connecticut was ranked like 14th or 15th on the list at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, not the time to be going in for anything.
No, not at all. Not one bit.
Damn.
I just imagine we're going to see a lot of, like, as we said, not just WWE sending out misinformation, but a lot of speculation being reported as news. So,
yeah.
Super chat.
Everyday Jam chiming in again.
Everyday Jam. WWE is set on a 3-way match between Goldberg, Cena, and Bray for the Universal Championship. That's at Rocky 305 MS. Rocky, what's been up, dude? Long-time guy. He's dropping that in the chat. So maybe there is something to that.
Yeah, maybe. Evan Wright says, here's my thing. Roman was there last Friday. What changed between then and now? Nobody thought to pull the plug. Yeah, I agree, Evan. I mean, that was one of the things I said earlier. I was very surprised by this happening.
You might have
I didn't think that this would be the case with Roman backing out because they said they were watching him closely. But as Joe said, merely speculation, but it kind of makes sense. Maybe somebody, a family member or someone got into his ear.
Or he had anxiety. Maybe he got anxiety, dude. And he was like...
maybe a doctor said something to him like, hey, this isn't a good idea for you to be there. And even with them screening people, so...
Eric, thank you for subbing to the channel. Thank you, Eric, for the sub, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Hit it up, bro. Thank you. Eric,
nothing
thanks,
on WWE.com or with I'm looking through their Twitter and whatnot. So
Super chat party.
Everyday Jam, thank you for the $1, man. Everyday Jam keeping us rolling, and he is still tied with Black Lab for the JCS Out of Nowhere tonight. On Out of Nowhere, the JCS title on March 27th, 2020. Thank you very much, my friend. Killing it. I mean, maybe it's. I'm sorry, man. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I told you that this was going to get bad, and in April it's going to be the worst. I mean, I don't know if I know I'm not an expert or a doctor, but I don't think I need to be a doctor to tell you that April is going to be the worst, and that the hospitals are overflowing. This is why everything is shutting down, not because the flu was just as bad. No, because the hospitals are going to be overrun. This has never happened to the hospitals.
Super chat party.
So people don't understand that that's the problem, the hospitals.
Yeah.
Somebody was like, swine flu, 12,000 people died, like, blah, 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 blah. Where was the panic there? The hospitals weren't overwhelmed like this. I'm telling you, bro. Wait till April. It's not even as bad as it's going to be. It's going to be worse in April. New York's going to be worse.
The tweet that Meltzer retweeted said. He said he's worried about situations in Orleans, Dallas, Atlanta, Miami, Detroit, Chicago, Philly.
Yeah.
Because in China, no province outside of Hubei ever had more than 1,500 cases. And in the U.S. right now, 11 states already hit that total. They said our epidemic is likely to be national in scope.
Well, because
everything's doubled in days.
Because we have a whole bunch of fucking cities. We have a whole bunch of areas. It's crazy.
Yeah, it seems like China's packed in tightly with millions upon millions, but in certain areas. At least that seemed to be how the virus responded.
Yeah, so I'm in regards to wrestling, like I said, it could be 8 weeks. It could be 8 weeks before you see normal wrestling. What the fuck are they gonna do on the channel? And I'm saying,
especially if they can't continue to film.
Yeah,
they only have so much in the can. And that's China's numbers being at that. God knows if that's accurate.
China's lying.
China's lying.
China's lying about all their shit. We don't know what China's
China
doing.
lied. People died. We know that. So
we don't know what China's numbers are. All the doctors are saying that. All the specialists are saying that. You can't count China's numbers.
It's crazy because China's saying, there's 300,000 people that they're missing, but they must have left when we opened up the country briefly.
Yeah,
they must have just walked out. And those were people last seen in quarantine centers, and families are looking for these people. So you tell me. I mean, tinfoil hat aside, logic prevails.
See, this is a retard comment. Not to put you on the spot, Rafael Diaz, but this is a stupid comment. Like, what you're saying here is stupid. Like, 5 million people die every year from cigarettes. That's 1 every 6 seconds. Nothing gets closed. Nothing gets closed.
That's a choice to buy
the fucking
cigarettes.
hospitals are overflowing with people dying, you fucking idiot. These are the people that are stupid. A person dies in a car accident. Yeah, but guess what? The people don't go pouring into the hospital. They're already dead. The hospitals don't get overwhelmed. This overwhelms the hospital. Need a ventilator. Oh, we don't have a ventilator. That's what's happening. People that are saying that, you're a fucking stupid. And by the way, if you're watching my channel, I said this months ago. Why do you think I bought shit in January? I bought shit in January. Like, dude, the hospitals are overwhelmed. That's not the point about how many people die. The fucking hospitals are overwhelmed. That's the problem. That's why you stay the fuck inside. It's already too late right now. Everything that you did stupidly over the last 8 weeks to 12 weeks to 20 weeks when we didn't give a fuck about this, and even 4 weeks ago when people were like, oh, it's a big joke. I'm going to go on vacation, Cancun, or whatever the fuck they did. Spring break, yeah. Well, guess what? It takes sometimes 20 days to show that you're sick or to get fully sick. So you're going to fucking flip the fuck out in the hospitals. So you're fucking wrong. You're just dead wrong. I'm sorry. I'm not scaring anybody. I'm just saying you are wrong. Don't be like, everybody dies every 2 seconds. No, the hospitals are never been like this. This has never happened that we're aware of here since 1918. This didn't happen before. This is crazy. It's going to be worse. So it's not the same thing. Stay the fuck in your house. But go up and go grab some food at the grocery store if you gotta. Go out, whatever, fine. But what the fuck, dude? Comments like that make my head want to blow the fuck up. Like, it's like, what did someone say? The beginning of every disaster movie is a doctor. Dude, if you had the doctor, the main doctor of the country coming into the fucking White House right now, it's the fucking guy who tells you the asteroid's coming. And the president's like, holy shit. Well, what can we do to blah, blah, blah? Nothing. We're out of it. Oh, like, that's what's going on. Fucking dildos. Anyway, let's move on. Anything else, Jake, from new news that we haven't heard about as far as WrestleMania goes?
No, that's it. I'm gonna get out of here in a moment so you can go ahead and take some calls from people. I gotta go and get my ass early to the doctor's tomorrow. Hopefully it's not another 3.5 hour wait, but we'll see. My lovely father-in-law has to have his first meeting with a neurologist via Zoom chat. You know, it's like just cancel the appointment at that point. But they still want to be able to charge your insurance. You know,
right?
How do they examine your head with a neurologist if they can't see you in person? They're going to use one of the scopes. All right, come closer to the webcam. Turn left. Turn right.
I would love to drag anybody who thinks this is a joke down to the fucking New York hospital today. I would love to bring you into the fucking New York hospitals today. The nurses and doctors are going to be traumatized from this for years to come when this is over.
One of the doctors released a video. I know that we're playing it in places like CNN and HLN.
I can't watch that stuff because I start like getting anxiety.
It is nightmare fuel. I mean, and like we said before, she's in tears because she's so thankful because she got 5 more ventilators, and she's like, and that's not even enough. You know, I hear there's a mystery 400 somewhere, but we can't find them, and it's not just, as we discussed earlier, it's not just the ventilators, it's the medicine to keep people ventilated. You have to keep them asleep. Somebody can't be awake and ventilated. You know, it's all those type of things that need to happen. So medications, protective gear. You can't have nurses and doctors wearing trash bags without them getting sick too. So the more they get sick, the less people you have to care for you, and it just trickles down from there.
Yep, and then they all got to take time off when they get sick, maybe, or who knows what. Dude, I don't even want to think about it. I don't want to talk about this anymore because it's freaking me out. But luckily,
WrestleMania next weekend.
Luckily, the nurses and the doctors are professional and they're kicking ass. And
yeah, they're working their hardest they can.
They're in World War II right now. These guys, these people in the hospitals. So thank you to them and people that work at hospitals and all you guys who work at grocery stores and even gas stations and drive trucks. You guys are all heroes right now. Keep it up. Keep kicking ass. If I didn't have a family of 3 kids and my wife and the dogs and my mother, like if I was like single right now and I didn't have shit, I mean, dude, I'd be trying to do something. I'd be out there delivery on pizza or something. I'd do something, but I'm not fucking going out. You know, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do and staying in. Injury leads to big creative change in WWE stable. Is this the thing you talked about earlier, or is this something different?
No, I didn't hear about that.
Well,
so.
we already knew about this, actually, to be honest, but we knew that Razor, the Authors of Pain, got injured.
Oh, yeah. So that changed the Mania matches, and that's why also, you know, what we saw happen for the Raw Tag Team titles happened, and because Seth had to go and face Owens. So
yeah, this is really not a story. I mean, we already got this story weeks ago, so I don't know what they're.
We knew basically what was coming out of there.
Yeah, they're just kind of. I guess they're breaking it down, or maybe people missed the story. They're retelling the story, kind of Murphy and Akam, and I mean, they're really just telling us stuff we already know. Maybe there was no news, so they. I don't know.
Yeah, they're just trying to make it more prevalently known.
WrestleMania 36 card changes due to coronavirus. Backstage news on WrestleMania locations. John Moxley makes a cameo on WWE Backstage. Yeah, they were showing him there.
Yeah, that's funny.
They also had him. What was it on the WrestleMania truck or something like that? Somebody said that Dean Ambrose or something was on something WWE recently. I saw it in my people tweeting it to me.
Oh, really? No, I didn't catch that, but I did see him on the bump. That was funny. He came out holding, you know, him and Renee's little dog there and scared her in the background. It was funny.
Wait a minute. He was on the bump?
He just, because she's filming from home, so he just popped in the background while she was recording the bump.
That is weirdly funny. That's funny.
Because obviously they're home, so.
Right. So he can be on 2 things at once.
Yeah, exactly. He's another one.
That's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah, the clip is funny. Booker T reacts pretty damn genuinely. So
look at that! I don't know who that is. Dean
Crazy
Ambrose
shit.
is back, brother. Imagine that. I don't know, man. That's the dog bites her. Oh shit! Oh no! Fucking Taco Bell dumpster. For this guy. A lot of donations coming in. Jesus.
Braun is just as stupid as Bullfrog.
Oh, no. I'm sorry, Bullfrog. Jesus. God damn it. Fucking Taco Bell dumpster. Thank you, brother.
Damn.
Appreciate it, man. But yeah, thank you to everybody who's working right now. No doubt about it, man. And listen.
Yeah, absolutely.
97% of the people that get it are living. Okay, so let's you know what I mean? Let's just, you know,
Super
remember that.
Party.
Everyday Jam. Thank you, Everyday
Keeping
Jam.
that train a-rolling.
I want you guys to know that. You're going to make it. We're all going to make it through it. Keep kicking ass, motherfuckers. And we're
Stay
gonna
home, wash your hands, masturbate, wash your hands again, have sex, wash your hands again.
I want it to be my birthday in June, and we're sitting here partying. Like, we celebrating that the virus has been killed. Like, for the most part. That's what I want to be doing. We're going to be celebrating.
That's a good goal to have.
And we're all going to be building up all these antibodies to it and immunities all over the place. And then we can rub the backs of our fucking doctors and nurses and everybody that helped us. Yeah, but you know what I mean. Just do it for them.
Cruises will be dirt cheap. They're going to be giving away tickets on cruises.
Oh yeah, there's going to be toilet paper monuments built.
Yeah, one cruise, one trip for $10, and then you get 3 for free.
What else we got?
Who's going on the Jericho cruise
a
next
bit
year?
Of the bubbly.
There he is, right here.
Some bubbly. Look at this stuff. Oh, a little bit of the bubbly. That's it.
This Roman situation is a blessing in disguise. He didn't deserve it. Joe, can you shout out Private Cocker and Private Twat and my favorite Luna Cat? BB Ron from Pampanga wants to have fun with you and Onision that NickY.
Oh, Randy Viper. God damn it. Son of a bitch. I hope you hang your mother. Oh, come on, man. Joe, why'd you say that? I hope you hang your mother. I hope you hang your mother. What a classic line.
Super chat.
Everyday Jam still keeping that train rolling.
He's still rolling on. Look at this. Boom! What a super kick! Right to Cornholio's head. I need TP for my bunghole. My bunghole will go rah! My bunghole? I would hate for my bungholio to get polio. My cornholio to get cornrona. My bunghole. Bunghole.
That call you released was hilarious.
Yeah, baby. Hell yeah, brother. Let's chat,
That shit was too damn funny. All right, I'm going to let you take some calls. Everybody stay sexy, stay healthy. Have a great night. Thank you as always, Joe. Keep those donations rolling in. Make sure you check out the Patreon. A lot more content coming out. Joe and I are going to record and film some stuff coming up soon, do some retro reviews, and it'll be fun. So I will talk to you all soon enough. Again, have a great night, and thank you.
Thank you, Jake. Love you, brother.
Kisses, baby.
Kisses, baby.
Super chat party.
Everyday Jam. Everyday Jam, thank you. 281's on the phone. Hello. What's up, 281? Uh-oh. You're muted or something, bro. Alrighty, we lost you. I don't know. Who's there? 339-226-6610 if you guys want. Let me put it up on the board for you. I know a lot of people have been calling tonight. A lot of you guys have been calling tonight, so love to hear what you guys want to talk about as far as all this news, especially the Roman stuff. Let's try again. What up, bro?
Hey, man. What's up, Joe?
What's up, man?
My bad.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, cool. I just had an idea for you
Okay.
Do you think maybe The Fiend could face Cena on night 1 and beat him, and then go on to night 2 to face Goldberg and beat him too?
The Fiend, you mean? Could beat everybody?
Yeah. No.
Cena?
Just night one, do you think he would face Cena? And because they have nobody to face Goldberg night 2, because Roman's out.
Yeah, I mean,
do you think, does that make sense or no?
I mean, yeah, they could do it, but I think it's more likely that they'll go with this weird triple threat thing that they're talking about, which is kind of crazy, but yeah, I mean, they could do that. I've heard a lot of people say that tonight, mix and match. But I think in the end, you got to get the belt off Goldberg because he's probably not booked for other stuff. And, you know, Cena's obviously got movies and stuff to get back to at some point. He probably wants to get the fuck home, too. So Cena's probably out of there, too. But maybe not. Cena doesn't have kids or anything. He's got a new girl or whatever. But maybe Cena will decide to hang around and say, listen, Hollywood shut down, too. Might as well hang around here. I don't know. I'd be somewhat down with that. And you don't want to go back to The Fiend with the belts, or maybe you do. Maybe you want to go back to The Fiend with the belts because then he can do all these skits and fun houses. The guy should have never lost the belt anyway, or should have never had the belt to begin with. That's a big problem there. Unknown caller, hello.
Hey, Joe, what's up?
Hey, man, what's going on? It's a long night.
Yeah. Speaking of long, how about that 20-inch dick that penetrated Tara's pussy?
Oh, Tara's pussy? No! No, come on, man. Drew's wife, Tara? Fuck. She had a big black guy's dick? Oh, come on. My good God.
Super Chat Party.
Keep the super chat party going for hours, everyone.
Hell yeah, Everyday Jam. Everyday Jam, thank you, man. We're having I guess we're having a super chat party. Appreciate that, man. What's up to the chat? What's up to him? Sorry, Drew. Drew, do you have anything to say about all that?
This smells like my vagina.
Oh, I guess he does have a vagina.
Do your thing. Do your fucking thing. Beat the shit out of your fucking dick, Drew. You fucking loser.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, good God. I mean, you even made Rose jism. Everyday Jam, thank you, my friend. Oh, I'm sorry. I hung up on the caller. My bad, caller. Call back, dude.
Super chat.
I'll get you on.
Super chat. Everyday Jam, I got you, bro.
Oh, look, someone's answering the call. Lewis Money. What up, brother? Thank you for the donation. Phone lines open again. My bad. My phone lines were closed. They're back open. Lots of calls are coming in.
Super Chat Party.
Everyday Jam. With the Super Chat Party, there's more to come. Mordecai. Let's go with 424. Hello.
Answering the call.
Hey, Joe, how you doing? It's Luis.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Living the quarantine life.
Oh yeah, I'm. It's kind of like what I do every day anyway. So for me, it's not as bad. I really feel bad for the people that aren't used to this. I'm pretty used to it, but hey, it's still weird though. Because I usually go out places sometimes, so not doing that now. What's up?
No, so I guess the mayor of Orlando did the same thing as the governor of California with the whole stay-at-home order.
Yeah, they all should have done it about 4 weeks ago when I said to do it. But yeah, you're right. That's what they are doing, no doubt about it. I think everybody should be definitely doing it. Because all the people that think it's not going to happen in their area, then it does. You're like, oh, I got nothing over here. Yeah, and then it does happen because everybody's delayed like 15 days because the virus takes a long time to present itself. So, and then there's people walking around that have it that don't know they have it. So then they're giving it to all kinds of people, and then it overwhelms the hospital. So yeah, that's good that they're doing that. They should be all shutting. They should have done it 2 weeks ago at least, if not longer ago. But whatever. If I was in charge of the country, we would have been locked down a long time ago. But whatever. But so yeah, it's important because it's gonna get worse over the next few weeks. So it's good. Get home, lock in. Unless you're working. If you're working, you got to go to work and you got to do that deal. That's cool. But at least the rest of the people that don't have to be at home, and that should help out in the next 20 to 30 days. That will help us out. But not if we go back to work next week or in 2 weeks. Then we'll be right back to shit again. But yeah, so what did you want to talk about wrestling, or did you want to bring up what was going on in your neck of the woods?
Well, actually, I'm staying at work.
You're living at work, or you're gonna keep working?
Well, I'm still gonna keep working though. I am living at work. I just don't want to be taking the bus from Los Angeles to Long Beach and back to Los Angeles.
Yeah, forget that. I mean, but you're able to live at work. Do you have there's showers and food and everything at work or whatever? Yeah. That's awesome. I mean, I guess that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, what else did you have? You have stuff about WrestleMania, or?
You know what? At this point, WrestleMania shouldn't even be happening at all.
Yeah.
And I think I told this to Solid Monster. Yeah, they're gonna shut it down, but I guess since it's in the can. Boy, was I kind of wrong in saying that.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I thought maybe it would happen too. I can't believe they pulled this off. They pulled this off in the nick of time. Like the wall was closing in, and they recorded it quickly and ran out the door. They got out of this they obviously had inside information, I believe, about when this was going to go down because they recorded just up to the moment. So, yeah, it's pretty amazing that they got this recorded. But they're going to have trouble over the next probably 2 to 4 weeks trying to get anything recorded or done because the whole state's they're not going to allow them to be doing it. So we'll see what happens. But it's definitely going to take a little bit. Anyway, it's I don't know. Let's go back to the donation.
Super Chat Party.
Everyday Jam. Thank you, Everyday Jam. This is rough. It's a rough night. There was a lot of people calling all night too, but oh, fuck, I just dropped my phone. Everyday Jam, thank you, my friend. I just was texting Jake something, and then my wife something. Messy AG, God, that would be horrible. You don't want anybody to get it. You still got to remember, though. You know, I need some water. I'm getting cramped.
Super Chat Party.
Everyday Jam. Unknown caller, hello.
Drew's wife likes Knicker Dick.
Oh, no, come on. Oh, no.
This smells like my vagina.
Come on, man.
This smells like my vagina. This smells like my vagina.
Oh. Good God.
Makes me want to come over there and smell your fucking prostate.
Oh.
Fuck you, cocksucker!
Capital Murda. What up, Capital Murda?
What's up, Joe?
How you doing, man?
Hey, man, not much, man. Thanks for taking my call.
Oh, you got it, man. What's been up?
Hey, dude, what's up? Before I get to the wrestling thing, you pretty much said it a few minutes ago, maybe 5-10 minutes ago, but about the show is, I'm fairly new. I'm like the end of 2018 I came on, and I'm sorry if I'm late on this, but the show is about your opinions and your commentary as someone who's watched wrestling for 20 years or plus that you have, like your opinion on rumors and news and current events. Like, and I can tell it's irritating a little bit, so that, like a little bit more than you maybe even put on. I could be wrong, but like don't people click this for your commentary? Like maybe I'm stupid, but that's like why I watch you, is for your opinions on everything, wrestling specific on some night. But you know what I mean? Like, am I all wrong or?
Yeah, I'm a little confused about it. I guess that there's people who are more retarded than I thought as well.
I don't want to get back into that, but because you pretty much just addressed it. But like, it's literally the definition of a, like, it's like tuning into Sean Hannity and getting mad if he says something that you don't think. That might be a bad example, but you're a commentator, not a. I'm not even
a Sean
or for anything.
I'm not even a Sean Hannity, because I think Sean Hannity is kind of like a news channel. I mean, supposedly.
Yeah, but he always says how he's not a journalist; he's a commentator. So that's where I was going with it. Like, you commentate, you give your opinions on.
Yeah, I'm giving you my. I don't know. I'm wrong about a lot of things. Don't listen to me on shit. I listen to the.
Actually, I gotta say, most of your information you give out to a demographic that may not typically be super invested in the news. And I mean, you don't like give out like follow these orders. And most of the stuff you said is, I've actually used some of your advice as far as like family and kids and like leaving packages on your door. And like, I've taken some of the stuff you said and it's helped. So like, whoever's saying that, like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I'm being over precautious, but it's just a fact. And they don't know the length of how things last and stuff like that. And, you know, whatever, you know, it doesn't hurt to be more precautious, but I don't really know, you know, too much what I'm talking about, but I know science a little bit. And the fact of the matter is, some people, I've seen people grab their the package shows up at the door, they grab it, they bring it in, they cut it open, they pick out the thing and they put it somewhere. Fuck that. I'm leaving the thing for 4 days outside. 4 days, the virus should be dead, but then I spray the box, then I open the box, I spray the thing. And if it's
that's just like one example. That's just like one example. I'm just trying to say, like, I think you've actually helped. Like, you've given up positive, you've had a positive tone and stuff like that. So I didn't want to harp back on that. But,
it's okay. Yeah, whatever.
I got to say, like, as someone who watched wrestling, the first thing I ever watched was, I'm a little younger than you, I'm 28. So the first thing I ever watched was WrestleMania 20, like the first show I ever watched. I didn't even see Raw, nothing. Just, it ended up being, like, randomly I saw some of the build up on a commercial or something. And like, I was I don't know, let's see, 12 years. I was 12 years old. And WrestleMania to me, there's been a couple of years, not many, where I haven't watched one show, not a Raw, not a SmackDown, not many years, but a couple times. And we all still got together for WrestleMania, even if we didn't know, we might have only known like the title matches. We didn't know anything.
Yeah.
And we tune in. And I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I'm glad you answered because I wanted to say it on the air. Why can't they just, I think Cornette said something like this. Why can't they just postpone it to like
June or May?
God, I know you've given ideas. I don't want to be repetitive, but how can you do WrestleMania with no crowd? I'm interested. I'm going to watch it, but I don't like the 2-day thing plus being taped. Like, not only is it taped, but they're stretching it in 2 days. So it's like, you said it earlier, like you go from being pumped, no matter how much WWE products suck, no one can say they don't get hyped a little bit for Mania. You know what I mean?
Oh,
now,
yeah.
like, I'm not hyped at all. I just want to see if they do anything.
Yeah, I get it, and I agree that it'd be. Listen, I don't blame them for this at this point. Like, I just want the show to be decent. Like, if the show's not good still, like, it's not good. But if it's a pretty good show and the commentary's good enough, the commentary plays a big role in this. I don't think, like, commentary is so important now. Like, if it's not good and it probably won't be because they're not very good over there on commentary.
Well, you probably won't be able to do this, but you remember that pay-per-view? I think it was SummerSlam. I'm almost positive it was SummerSlam. You did commentary, like, you didn't set out to, but you did commentary on the whole thing, and I was laughing my ass off. I think it was SummerSlam, wasn't it?
Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do some kind of commentary over WrestleMania. And
Dude, even if you don't do the whole thing, like, maybe pick a couple matches, like maybe do Edge and Orton.
Yeah, maybe people can watch the show and sync up to me on their own, and I'll do that. Maybe that'll be fun. I guess that could be fun, maybe. I don't know. I'll think about it. But yeah, listen, I don't blame them for this. I just, maybe I wouldn't have called it WrestleMania like you said. I might have called it like they didn't do Roadblock, right? Maybe literally call it Roadblock. Like, hey, Roadblock.
Dude, they have, like you said it, I think yesterday, they have so much archive, so much content. Like, just call it WWE like a super show or something. Like, nobody would. Here's the real concern. This is the last thing I want to say. The real reason that I'm upset about it, and I think a lot of people are, isn't now the fans is one of the reasons, but the main reason is because you can't just like rush through this one and get it over with, which is obviously what they're kind of doing. Like, nobody, not one fan, like literally, unless you're a straight jack off, would be like, oh, fuck WWE, they didn't run WrestleMania. So I don't understand why he's doing it. And when he first rumored about the Performance Center, I remember how low you put it down on your list. Like, I would have bet big money. There's no way they're doing WrestleMania from their fucking Performance Center. Like, Raw and SmackDown, Full Sail even, but Wrestle fucking Mania. I still can't. I'm still like in shock that they're going to do it, honestly.
Right. Yeah. No, I agree. I never would have thought that this would have happened. I mean, definitely not. When they were filming those couple shows at the Performance Center, I thought, wow, Capital, man, I love you, buddy. Thank you for the call, dude. I love you, buddy. Thanks for calling. Call back again. You know I'll always put you on. 936, hey.
Hey, Joe.
What's up, man?
What's up?
How are you doing?
I'm doing okay, I guess. It's kind of off topic, but I wanted to talk about Bullfrog.
About Bullfrog? Yeah, what did he do to you?
I guess he sexually, like, tried to harass me. He sent me like photos that I didn't approve of, and would send me stuff. I don't know. I didn't want to bring it up, but I figured it's not okay for people to send stuff like that, and it kind of got to me because my sister went through that when she was younger, and I just kind of think how hard it must be to go through something like that, especially because like hers was physical,
Jesus.
What
kind of photos did he send you?
It was like photos, like, I'm sorry, like photos, like it was just regular photos, and then it started to get like, more like graphic, more sexual. And
did you ever see his balls?
You could see some photos.
All right, Jesus Christ. 585, hello.
Hey, Joe, how's it going, man?
How's it going, man?
Got a little something on my mind though concerning this whole coronavirus though, because it has gotten way the fuck out of hand.
Oh yeah, well yeah, for sure. It's going crazy.
Yeah, it's like every time I see people though on the news panic buying, hoarding essentials, what the fuck are people doing? Now is not the time for division in this country. And when I saw your video on Corrupted Podcast, you hit the nail on the head, man. Complete stupidity. What the fuck is the deal?
Yeah, I mean, people are going to get freaked out. I think some of that panic's, dying down a little bit, and in the next week or 2 weeks, hopefully in the next week or 2 weeks, you're going to see, some of the supplies start to get back up again because they can make a lot of supplies, but one of the problems is they don't have enough people to transport them because they're still transporting them to the same.
Right.
So they have all this extra supply sitting around, but they got to get it out. So now they had to hire new drivers, more drivers. Drivers are leaving. Drivers are sick. Drivers are whatever. So yeah, but everything is going to keep going as long as people keep doing what they're doing, and slow down a little bit on the buying. Only go out, get the essential stuff. You really should have already prepped if you're the type of person that wants to be a prepper. You should have already prepped. I had already been prepped for a year. But not for a year to survive, but I mean, for a year I'd been buying little things here or there extra over a year. I didn't go out during the epidemic to do it or whatever, the pandemic. But yeah, so things should start to hopefully go back a little bit, and you should start to see that stuff become available again, hopefully, assuming they get the trucks out.
Yeah, hopefully we can go back to some sense of normalcy, though, in this society. I mean, because the more this virus is around, though, the more it feels like a Resident Evil movie or game comes straight to life, man. Shit.
Yeah, and it's not that. And honestly, this is bad, but it ain't that. It could be a lot worse. I think you're seeing a lot of the people are being really good. To me, I mean, I don't know what other people are seeing, but what I'm seeing is people being pretty damn good. At least where I am.
Yeah, that's a bullseye, man. I mean, New York, though, is pretty much becoming the pandemic, though. I mean, Monroe County here has got over 120 cases of this damn virus.
Yeah, it's that's the more you hear, the more that you gotta try to stay in. You know what I mean? You can run out and grab your food and stuff, but you gotta stay in, I guess. And it's what 12,000 people or something died of the swine flu. 12,000. I mean, this is gonna be. We're doing a good job. What I will say is the hospitals are overrun, and that's the problem. That's the problem. We're going to lose more people because the hospitals just didn't have the resources. That's the problem. But we're actually got a pretty good rate. I believe, according to the doctor today and the doctors and the CDC, that our death rate is 1-point-something%. Other countries were 3%. Italy was like 6 or 7. America is at 1.7 or whatever. So like the hospitals and the doctors are kicking ass. But they're in trouble though. They need resources and they need them now. And it's going to get worse. So they need them.
Yeah, you nailed that on the head there, man. I mean, the more they continue this fight for the coronavirus, the more this pandemic will be done.
What is this, Sean's View Entertainment? What the fuck? Oh, my God. Thank you, though, so much to everybody who's a truck driver and works in those industries, man. We can't thank you enough. And you're keeping people together. You have no idea how much of a important thing you are. Even if you work at fucking Best Buy and you were still open in those places. Seriously. 702, hello.
Hey, what's going on, Joe? How you doing tonight?
What's up, man? I'm doing okay.
Good. Hey, it's good to have Jake back on the show, man.
Thank God.
He's good for the show. You know what I mean?
Oh, he's really good because otherwise it's just me. I go into rants every 30 seconds, so it's good.
Right. Hey, I'm calling out of Phoenix, Arizona. Everything is about to close down here. Everything, all the schools and everything is closed down out here. So
when did they close them?
Here on the West
when did they close?
It actually closed about 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so yeah, we closed about 2 weeks ago also. So yeah, we closed about the same time.
Yeah, so hopefully everything gets back to normal here in a month or two, but you never know.
Yeah, I think I think that normal, maybe around June and July you might feel the most normal. May is probably going to be rough, but probably more like right now. and April will be the worst. That's my take on what I'm seeing, but I'm just a man in my house who's been watching it, and I don't know anything, and we don't know a damn thing what nature's going to do, but that seems to be it based on the other shit. So I think, April's going to be the worst, and May it will start to get a better outcome, and then June will be much better, and July maybe we'll all be partying, maybe. I don't know, or maybe not. I'm not sure. And then they'll be talking about in October, worrying about when it's going to come back for the second wave. So,
Right.
but by then, hopefully we've built up immunities, and hopefully they'll start getting the tests out. Not the test that you have it, but the test that you had it. We need the antibody test to come out so we can tell if we had it, because then we're going to be able to. I'm hoping there'll be a national website where we can, because it's a lot cheaper and easier to get an antibody test.
Right.
And I don't know the facts. Again, I'm not a doctor, but it may possibly be possible to prick your finger, send it in, or to prick your finger and do it at home, because you can even test your own blood at home by testing with antibodies. But maybe.
Yeah, I was going to tell you, out here on the reservations, there's a lot of reservations out here, and a lot of the reservations are getting tests.
Are getting what?
Are getting the test for the coronavirus.
Oh, that's weird. That's interesting. But I mean, they're trying to get them to everybody, so everybody can kind of get them and know if they have them. And in areas like that where they can trace where the thing came from, that's going to help them a lot better in more rural areas too. In cities, it's almost too much. You can't really track in cities like, oh, I was at this place, that place, this place. In some of the smaller towns, it's much easier. Oh, Biff got corona. Oh, he went to the mobile, and then he went to this gas station, then he saw his mother-in-law. Well, they call those three people up. They go, hey, quarantine. Those people quarantine. But in the city, it's fucking, you don't know where the hell people have been.
Oh, you should see it out here. I'm in Tempe, and ASU is completely shut down.
Oh,
It's crazy. I've
God,
never
Tempe,
seen it like
Arizona? It's a big college place. Yeah, that's a great malls over there, though.
Oh, for sure. So anyway, let's go back to wrestling. I was hearing, I was just reading on online that it is going to be Braun. So what's going to happen? Braun is going to beat Goldberg, or Goldberg's going to keep it? I don't understand why it's going to be Braun. I really don't understand this.
Yeah, I think the major problem is Goldberg is not long-term for the WWE. He's probably contracted for this, obviously, this WrestleMania, and then he's out of there. So you can't, I don't think, I mean, they could do anything, but I don't think they want to keep the belt on Goldberg now. I think they want to cut their losses and like, okay, well, this didn't work out. We got to get the belt on one of our reliable guys who's always here. So, okay, Braun, here you go. So Braun's getting thrown a bone, I think, at this WrestleMania, it looks like.
Yeah, that's crazy. And I just don't understand why they just don't postpone it. I mean, everything else is postponing. NBA, NHL, everything is postponed. I just don't get it. I mean, you don't think LeBron James wants to be out there trying to win a championship right now, or the NHL, the Knights are out trying to win a Stanley Cup? You know what I mean? I just don't get it. Vince McMahon is a freaking asshole. Like, I just don't get it, dude.
Well, are you mad at are you mad at AEW as well, though?
I mean, I am mad at AEW, but WrestleMania is WrestleMania. I mean, it's totally different from what AEW is doing. Yeah, they're putting on shows, but WrestleMania with no crowd, I mean, and they're filming it, I don't know, I just don't get it. And like I said, I don't know. It's just crazy to me. I've never seen anything like this happen before, like in sports or anything.
Well, again, none of us have seen this. I mean, and again, like the difference is when it comes down to it, the only difference to me is, the contagiousness is high and the hospitals. That's why people are freaking out. Mostly, I think it's the hospitals. If it wasn't for the hospitals, I'd say you're right. People are making a big deal out of this for what? We've had this a million other times, and but this is different because of the contagiousness and the fact that there's more people going to the hospitals for this than have ever gone to the hospitals in America that I know of since fucking the Spanish flu. I mean, I believe has this many. I mean, there's got to be a number out there. There's no way the hospitals have ever been this overflown since like a world war or something, or like not even that, nothing like this. I mean,
I agree.
Find me the history major. Find me the teacher that knows. Like, when's the last time that, New York Hospital had people pouring out of it because, and the nurses didn't have the equipment and they're running out of ventilators? When's the last time that's ever happened? I don't remember it. I you know what I mean? Like, I agree that, yeah, we've had swine flu. We've had H1N1. We've had all these other scares that were really bad, but we didn't freak out over those. But we didn't freak out over those because I don't think the hospitals were freaking out because they weren't having the trouble that we're having. But, also, did we cause the argument you could have if you're in the chat and you're on the other side of that? I guess the argument you have is have we freaked people out so much that 70% of them are there for no reason? Are there a lot of people?
Right.
Yeah, because
they're there for just the cold, the common cold. Or
yes, seven out of 10 of the people tested have tested for the flu. So 7 out of 10 people were like, "Oh my God, I got to get tested," and they have the flu. So for every 100 people who take the corona test, 70% of them, 70 of them, end up just having the flu. So that could be your argument that the media has hyped it so bad that so many people are pointing to the hospitals because they've actually got other problems. But you shouldn't be going to the hospital unless you're having breathing problems and the fever is getting to a point where it's really getting wild. Like, a lot of people are at home right now with fevers, and they're going to get over them easily and be fine. But if the doctor, this is what the doctors are saying. I'm just repeating what the doctors are saying. There's several doctors in quarantine at home right now. They're doing live YouTube streams to tell everybody. Like, there's one doctor monitoring himself 24 hours, and his daughter helped him set up the camera and then left, and then he quarantined himself in the room, and he doesn't really know how to use YouTube. And it's kind of hilarious because he doesn't know how to use YouTube, but he's sitting there on live stream. And it's like, he's showing you what to look for, and it's interesting. But there, I don't have any right answer, but we never seen anything like you said. No, like WWE and AEW. AEW, they're so new to wrestling, and then to being on TV, and then to deal with this type of thing, it's for them. And this is crazy. At least WWE has a vault of content
content they could show. Right, exactly.
What are the couple things that you would like to see streamed over the next if WWE has to go on a timeout for about 3 to 6 weeks? What would you want to see WWE play from the archives?
I mean, I would really like to see WrestleMania 10. I would like to see WrestleMania. Well, see, I was actually at WrestleMania 9 when it was at Caesar's Palace. I remember me and my father went. So that, I mean, a lot of people say that's the worst WrestleMania, but for me, because I was there, it was the best WrestleMania. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I mean, just older WrestleManias, maybe a few Raws when Stone Cold came out in the beer bath. You know what I mean? Stuff like that, or when he beat up Vince McMahon in the hospital. I mean, I think people would enjoy that, especially now.
You know what I was thinking? You know what I would like to see? Something that we've never really seen before. If I was in charge of WWE, I was working at WWE, and even if they weren't going on leave, even if they were still going to have 1 or 2 matches happen and then kind of have a little show and then they did 2 hours of reruns like they've been doing, you know what would be nice is to play the entire rivalry of something. Like, go back to,
that would be cool. Yeah.
You just said the beer bath. Go back to Stone Cold coming out with the beer truck and all the build-up before that led. So, like, 20-minute, they're all, 10 to 20-minute segments. So, show the entire 4 to 6 weeks of build-up of the Stone Cold Rock story with the corporation and WrestleMania 15. Show that, and then show the WrestleMania 15 match. And then later on, show the whole maybe DX build up to Stone Cold WrestleMania 14, like stuff like that. That would be really cool to see the actual, not the highlights, not the before the WrestleMania package, but the actual like every segment that involved that storyline, and then show that WrestleMania match. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah. So you tell me, what's the best case scenario here for WrestleMania?
The best case scenario is we watch WrestleMania and the matches are decent enough, or good, or even better, or maybe they're entertaining. Is that it entertains us? That's my best case scenario. WrestleMania takes my mind off of things that are going on, and we're entertained by it. And maybe there's a couple things that we'll never forget. That would be huge. And if I can give WrestleMania a 6 or above, I would call this a major win. It just even a 6 out of 10, I would call this a pretty big win if I could say that. So that's what I'm looking for and hoping for during these 2 tape nights of WrestleMania.
And what's going on with Hall of Fame? Is it pushing back to SummerSlam?
They didn't say that. I just kind of threw that out there a week ago or something. I was like, yeah, just do it in SummerSlam. But they didn't say that yet. I'm sure they don't want to make any. They probably have no idea. And they just said Hall of Fame's canceled, NXT's canceled. Sucks for those Hall of Famers, obviously, but hopefully they do it at SummerSlam. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. I mean, to do it at SummerSlam. So, well, Joe, and like I watch the show all the time, and take care of yourself, take care of your family, and Jake, take care, and God bless, man. I really enjoy your show.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that, dude. Thank you. You have a good night,
No
man.
problem.
Stay safe, and I'm
Take care, brother.
sure we'll all be happy again in June, I think. So,
yeah.
Love you, man. Good shit. I hope. I don't know. I'm not again, I don't know. I don't know these things. You asking me what I think, I'm telling you what I think. I've had a cough for 7 days. Let me play some donations, actually. We're a little behind there.
Here we go.
There we
About
go.
to get it, man. Here we go. About to get it, man. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, no.
Let's go.
Lewis Money, what up, dude? Let's go, brother. Let's get it on. Lewis Money. There he goes. He's going to jump rope. He's looking pretty good right now. He's got a good show. Oh, no, he's down. He's down again. Mr. Lewis Money, thank you for the donation, man. That was an hour ago. Jesus. All right, let me play all these. We're going to let all the donations roll in because there's a good amount of them. Damn.
Super Chat Party.
Thoughts on Benoit documentary?
I thought the part 1 was great. I only watched a little bit of part 2, and I had to stop watching it. Zero, thanks for the Super Chat Party. And I thought it was really well edited, really well done. I thought the story was interesting. Obviously, I know the story, so it's kind of whatever. But Vice does a great job. I think a lot of people loved it. I think it's a huge success for them. And we got the New Jack one coming, too, so look out for the New Jack one. When I saw the trailer, but when does anybody know when the New Jack one drops? Because that's going to be big. A lot of people, I'm definitely watching the New Jack one because that one won't upset me. With kids, you know, my dad died when I was 8. I've got 3 kids. It just disturbed. I just can't do it. I can't watch it. I couldn't get past part 2, but not because it's bad. I just couldn't. I'm kind of like Cody Rhodes. I'm
What else
kinda
we
like,
got? Oh, a little bit of the bubbly. That's it. Want some bubbly? Look at this stuff. Oh,
bubbly.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly. That's it.
What's up, Joe and Jake? Great to see you back, Jake. I think Roman's replacement at PC Mania should be The Fiend. Have Wyatt defeat Cena and have that match be a number 1 contender match, so he then goes on to have a match with Goldberg and win back the title.
Well, yeah, a lot of people have been bringing that up. OG, carrying OG. Thank you, man, for the donation.
Here we go. I'm about to get it, man.
I take that.
Here we go.
as
About
an
to get it,
option.
man. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, no.
Hey Joe, what's going on, man? It's been a while.
What's up?
WrestleMania 36 has gotten intriguing with the no crowd Harper trying to be safe, man. I sure am.
Hell yeah, man. Absolutely. Charles Wright, thank you, dude, so much. And you have a good night, my friend. Good to hear from you. It's going to be intriguing, man. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I hope it's good, man. I hope that we get entertained somehow, one way or the other, that it's entertaining. I really hope that that's the case. So I hope that that's what happens. I want to be entertained. AEW's entertainment.
Super Chat Party.
Goldberg versus King Corbin so Corbin can drop it to Reigns. Mania will be super overproduced. It will be decent.
it will be overproduced. That's the big thing, is they'll be able to cut, stop, change camera angles if they have to, especially the Boneyard match with The Undertaker. You know what I mean? They're probably going to try to maybe even try to go full Matt Hardy. But what if it's just bad? If it's just bad, you're going to be like, dude, you could have filmed anything you wanted. I filmed matches with the bear. I wrestled a stuffed teddy bear with no cameraman myself in my room and cut the angles and had a match. I mean, when you can't do something with The Undertaker and AJ Styles in a Boneyard match, $9 from this guy. This guy, thank you, this guy. Good to hear from you, this guy. You are this guy. You are that guy.
Shit bum.
JED from NY. I hear you talking about me, bro. From Connecticut, you fat slob. You fucking goon.
You could use it.
You could use it, Jake, you fucking slob.
You could use it.
You could use it. Staying in the house for a while. Staying in the house for a while. Like a crocodile, I'm staying in the house for a while. Sorry, that was really weird. Thank you, JD. Good to hear from you. That was 1 hour ago. I'm catching up to the donations, everybody. I'm coming. I'm slowly catching up to the donations, guys. I'm sorry. Where the hell is the next one? What is going on?
I hear you talking about me. You fat slab. From Connecticut.
Oh, shit! Do you like steroids? Because I like steroids. I got steroids. You got steroids. Allegedly.
I put the steroids in my veins. Put the steroids in my
Allegedly.
veins. Put the steroids in my brain. Then I fucking go insane. Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal. I put that needle in my balls. Needle in my balls. Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal. I'm big as a motherfucking goddamn garbage truck.
My boy Rob Gronkowski is now facing Goldberg. This will be a dance-off match for the title.
Imagine that. Mojo Rawley says that it's going to be Gronk versus Goldberg. Imagine that. Mojo, thank you for the $19.99, man. Much appreciated. Can you imagine that? Oh my God, dude, that would be something else. That would be something crazy. Mojo Raleigh, thank you for the donation, man. Right now, Everyday Jam and Black Lab are tied for the JCS Digital Championship of this out of nowhere.
Pour me a beer. You've got a new subscriber.
Shout out to Ghostface for subbing to the channel, man. What's up, Ghostface? Get that Ghostface in my face. Bring that Ghostface over here, man. Appreciate the subscription, man. Welcome to the Joe Cronin Show, and
Super
every
Chat
Thursday night.
Party.
Out of nowhere. It used to be Wednesdays. Now it's Thursdays.
Good for roaming, but I hope Vince sours on him and buries him for the rest of his career. Sue me.
Yeah, I think Roman made the right decision, but yeah, that would be kind of funny if that did happen. I mean, he pushed Braun now finally. Stupid. Matt Moon, thank you for the super chat, Matt Moon, and I salute you for that, okay? Thank you. Thank you, Matt Moon, for the donation, brother. Shout out to JW's Coins and Hobbies, who just subscribed as well. That should pop up soon. I love coins and hobbies. My dad collected coins, and I opened a lot of hobby boxes. It's been a while since, man, remember the NFL Chrome 2011 series? That box was a hit, brother. That box was sick. So many things came out of that box. Dick has herpes.
My name is Kane and I'm donating.
Joe and Jake, have you ever heard of the game called The Division? The story is essentially how what the coronavirus is right now. It's crazy. A man-made virus put into the world on Black Friday where eventually sickness and violence erupts. It's a cool story.
Dick has herpes. No, thank you, Dick. I would choose not to read that story or not play that game at this time. What the fuck? Dick has herpes. Thank you, man. No, I'm somebody who does the opposite. I'm not gonna play that game now because that's not what's really happening. You know what I mean? That's not, you know.
Do a little basketball dance off the concrete.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I'm just so sick of you little meth head devil worshippers.
I'm watching Married with Children every night.
I'll be honest, I'd like to take a big bite out of your face.
Big shout out to all the unsung heroes like Joe mentioned.
Lewis Money, thank you, man, for the $10. Yeah, big shout out to all you guys. You guys are kicking ass, seriously. I went down the street the other day to get milk, to get cookies, to get fucking SpaghettiOs, and I didn't even go to the supermarket. I went to the supermarket last week, but I went down the street the other day, and just everything's there, man. Shout out to you guys for packing it up. My mother was offering to bring meats because just outside of Boston, they have a big meat store or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, good job, man. Good job keeping it going. Everybody staying in, keeping it rolling. You guys are homeschooling the kids like I am, like we are. My kids are having conferences with their friends on Skype, play dates on Skype right now. It's fucking crazy.
Shit bomb.
Please bring back This Place Sucks, This Country Sucks intro, crying face.
Cunt Angle, thank you for the $5 and becoming a $5 shit bum. You are one of the shit bums, my friend. Yeah, I play it still. I think every once in a while I play that intro. I think that was from a rant I had one night. I flipped out on something, and I don't remember what it was. Who knows? I've had so many, but it was something. What's up to Shell? What's up to all the Nessa? What's going on, Nessa? And what's up to everybody in the chat who's a member? Thanks to all the members and Junebug and Shell and everybody who's kicking ass in the chat.
We have a new member of the JCS Army.
Martin Lang, thank you for becoming a member, dude. What's up, Martin? Everybody welcome Martin. That's a good step to go above and beyond to go up to the membership deal. Thank you, brother. In 9 months, you'll have Tommy's head. In 6 months, you'll have Leah's face. And in 4 months, I don't know. But thank you, Martin, very much for that. And where are we here? We're on Martin Lang. Okay, cool. That's cool. We got a few more things coming in. Then maybe I'll throw a couple more calls in.
What else we got? Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
All right,
Want
bubbly.
some bubbly. Look at this stuff. Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
What's up?
Joe, can you shout out the wonderful Mr. Wency Santos? His birthday is coming up and he had some Japanese bitches lined up, but the coronavirus won't let that happen.
Oh,
Could you
man.
sing my boy Wency a happy birthday song to make him feel gooder and wet it bless?
Wency, I'm so sorry, brother. Wency Santos. Oh, my God, man. You had him lined up and it went away? Happy birthday to you. Wency birthday.
Super chat. Super chat.
What's cracking, Joe?
What is cracking, man? My cracker ass is. Luke, how you doing, man? Peace, dude. Nothing much, man. Just going nuts, doing the stuff with the kids at home.
Pour me a beer. You've got a new subscriber.
JEW's Coins and Hobbies. There he is, man. Thank you, sir. You know, also got to remember, man, you could have, you could totally be sick with anything, and it's not that. So don't panic. Don't get anxiety. If anybody wants to talk, man, hit us up on Twitter @CorruptedPod, my Instagram, our Discord, everywhere.
We have a new member of the JCS Army.
Luke, thank you for becoming a member. Holy shit, Luke. Luke, I am your father. Luke, how you doing, man? Yeah, guys, meet up with other people from the Joe Cronin Show who listen on Twitter @CorruptedPod. That's my Twitter. Or on Patreon. Get on Patreon with all of us. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. And everybody, you know, bring it on. You know, talk to each other, form little groups. Talk to each other, talk to me. If you're feeling whatever, well, I'll hang out. Well, I'll try to make everybody feel good. And
Super chat.
It's all right.
Super chat.
No beef.
Oh, TB Jammer. Thank you, man. Yeah, dude, I got no real beef either. I just flipped out for a second. You know I love you still. You've been a fucking supporter for a long time, dude. I'm sorry that I was...
Basketball dance off the concrete.
Sorry that...
I mean, I'm just so sick.
We dove into the real world a little bit, you know?
Worshippers.
I'm not a doctor.
I'll be honest, I'd like to take a big bite out of your face.
10 smackaroos.
10 smackaroos. Oh, Luke, thank you, Luke, for the 10, man. That's much appreciated, dude. Very much appreciated. Thank you, dude. Because I'm going to have to pay my mortgage. Well, I think. I don't know. I haven't seen anybody cancel anything yet as far as that goes. But, yeah, hit me up everywhere. Instagram.com/Joe Cronin Show. All my links are in the description box down below. You guys know that. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. It's all there. Sometimes I post stuff about the show. There's Instagram. I post family stuff, too. So Instagram, I kind of post my everyday life stuff randomly. And then my everyday vlog, podcast, or whatever, note to self that I record here or there is on Patreon as well. Listen to that. And then all the other podcasts. There's so much shit. It's crazy. Oh, no, not O.J. Simpson again. I killed a white bitch. I got away with it. I got away with anything, motherfucker. You scared about me?
Hey JCS Army, it's yours truly. I hate all you motherfuckers and hope your white asses die from the coronavirus. Go see my tweet from March 11th and you will see how I was ahead of you stupid crackers.
Oh.
Go fucking die. Go to my Twitter now.
Well, go watch my videos from January and I'll show you how I was ahead of you, O.J. Simpson. O.J., you asshat. You know, I used to like you, O.J. I commended you for getting away with that. That was pretty crazy. God damn it, O.J.
Super
Holy shit!
Party!
How about 70 smackaroos?
Oh my god! Holy shit!
Make a fucking feel when she calls my ass. I hate it on the bed.
Luke, $70! $70!
That bitch can swallow it out. Yo, I went outside yesterday, shot the fucking mailman. Now he's fucking dead. Yo, who gonna deliver your mail? I will deliver you hell. If you fuck with me, I will make you sleep, motherfucker, sleep. I will deliver hell. I will deliver you hell. I will deliver you hell. And just so Enzo know, he about to get exposed. That red-headed bitch, I took off all her clothes.
Holy shit, man. Luke, I am your fucking father. He has erased Everyday Jam and Black Lab. Luke, man, thank you very much, dude. Man, thank you very much. I really, really appreciate that. That was crazy. The end of the night, Luke drops a 70 bomb. That is wild. That is wild. It's so wild, guys, that I would like to go ahead and get out of here. But before I do, I'll be back in a minute. But before I get back, I'm just going to play a little bit of my AEW experience. You guys have seen it before, but some of you, and I still hadn't uploaded it yet, believe it or not. Because I thought I uploaded it, and then I guess the upload didn't take, and then I never realized it never got uploaded. So here you go with some of that.
This is Wardlow.
And I'll be back in a minute to close it out. Look at the Wardlow, man. He is a beast, man. Who wouldn't want to take a piece of Wardlow's ass?
From AEW, and you're watching The Joe Cronin Show.
A wrestling podcast with attitude.
Yeah, we're here at AEW, man. This is the first time ever being to an AEW event, so I'm pretty pumped up. Wait a minute. Brooklyn, New York, and White Sox? You're, like, terrifying me.
No, I'm...
How's the Glory Boys? What's up, man?
What's up, bro? We're outside the Aganis Arena right now with Dan Kennedy. Whoa, Dan, whoa, Kennedy. Hey, Dan, I just cornholed Tommy NC's mother.
I bet you did.
No, your line is whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, come on, man. What the hell?
Back down, Janela!
I'm joking, but seriously, we've basically been outside of the Aganis Arena heckling the shit out of people. We just made fun of a guy who was wearing skinny jeans. Like, there's another guy right there. I can almost see his ass through his pants. I don't know why, but guys now are wearing... Have you noticed this around here? A lot of the guys are jogging around in like the shortest shorts you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, that's why I don't come out here that much.
Yeah. Have you found yourself doing what I do, especially with the ones who are like completely hairless? I'm like, ooh, look at... Oh, wait. Oh, like I just said it 2 minutes ago, and there they go. I think it's a girl.
Yeah.
And there was one guy with calves like Goldberg's muscles.
Oh, and you gotta remember with the people with the long hair.
Yeah.
They're doing that too. You can't tell.
Yeah, you get a nice blonde, long-haired guy, and man, I'll tell you what, if you haven't looked at a woman in a while, you think about it. We're thinking about guys right here with Dan Kennedy in front of the Aganis Arena outside AEW right now. Chris Jericho told Dan Kennedy to go fuck himself earlier. That was crazy. No, it didn't really happen, but he did say something. What did he say to you?
He told me, I asked him for an autograph, and he said, go get Jungle Boy's autograph.
Yeah,
and
go get because
off.
Jungle Boy's a whore, right?
And then he flipped me off.
And then he flipped you off, yeah. See, Jungle Boy is a known whore in the wrestling world, known as a ring rat. They call him the Jungle Rat. Like, it's crazy. Let me say, so I'm here with Dan again, and so you're gonna be like my bodyguard, man. Like, so if anybody in this bar that we're going into, tries to fuck me or something like that, you're gonna beat them up. If anybody tries to have like intercourse with me,
that's basically how it will go.
Amazon Prime. It's me, Ryback. Bring me my... No! Where you going? Where you going? No! What the hell? What? Whoa, look at the girls on that truck right there. Oh my God. Finish in it.
Yeah, I've been to a Cubs game too.
So shout out to the Metro in Chicago.
Yeah, I like Chicago teams, but yeah, I also like Boston teams. I'm going to a Celtics game, a Bruins game next month. Washington.
There's a lot of death in Chicago, though.
Washington.
Yeah.
Who says they already aren't?
Yeah. This is the fourth event I've seen Connor at. I think maybe third or fourth. I don't know.
You've done like what? NXT, SmackDown. Yeah, it's like the third or fourth.
With all my peeps. Dude, I ran into somebody earlier who was like, Joe! And then after like we took pictures and stuff, he was like, oh, well, I'm going home. Take a big photo.
Yeah. We are live on top of the whole entire arena.
So yeah, what's up, man? I mean, you got questions, or do you want me to just scare people? Somebody like a bus is getting off right now. Want to just describe the people as they get off the bus? Like, here comes another guy who looks like maybe a shooter. Like, I don't.
Oh shit.
That's messed up. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Apologize to anybody whose family's dead for that. My dad's dead. This is a horrible way to start this.
Yeah.
Highlights you have that are worth anything, or you want to make.
And it was all in the plan of once. Oh, a shot to the back. I'm surprised Scotty P isn't out here, but they signed this match to vacations, though. Oh, a kick to the face. Cronin goes super.
Unbelievable.
And I would have beaten your ass if I didn't get a run in.
Yeah, you've seen this guy before. He's. Someone said, who's that albino midget? That's Gooey right there. And he's in good shape still.
Still?
I am not in good shape, I will
That's
say
right.
that. But I'll get in shape if I have to.
You're going to have to get in shape in the next 10 seconds. You're going to get forced to moonsault off this deck.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, hold this. Just take me.
Just take. You're going to piss off the thing? Your cock wasn't out. Did you just piss yourself?
Pulling away. Caleb's still standing. He's got the steel chair. Oh, Cronin just got waffled, and he's laid out. Oh, Cronin. Oh, Cronin.
Not me. Oh my God, no, look out.
I have sucked off everybody in this box. I've sucked off everybody in this box. Him.
Me by force.
Look at that sexy shirt.
Sexy baby, right?
And then he's gonna slam dunk him. Look at that. Oh yeah, look at that. Those I made these guys.
She's reincarnated Finn Balor.
He's going off right now.
Reincarnated Finn Balor. Yo, Riho ain't shit, bro. Fuck Riho.
Christ.
Put me on the Joe Cronin show. I love Joe Cronin. Yo, put it over here. Put Joe Cronin's lovely face over here. Hey, Tommy, stay positive, bro. I comment you all the time. I love you, Tommy. I comment all your shit. Oh my God. Joe Cronin kisses.
I'm in love with him. I'm in love with him. Oh my God, what is happening? I'm gay. I'm gay now.
Cheating on her. Oh my God.
Oh my God, he semen stained this T-shirt right here.
Okay, right.
That's Soundwave. That's Soundwave.
Only
92.
This is the Soundwave 92 tuning in right now.
Well, I'll tell you what, Soundwave. You know what I did to Soundwave right?
Do the Stone Cold J. Do the Stone Cold J.
Well, he's Soundwave 92, but I gave him a 69 earlier. How about that?
Oh, baby, you know I love the magic.
Oh, hell yeah! You still won't
apologize.
Message him for me and like fix the whole problem, dude. Like, why can't you just message that?
Because you won't acknowledge that I'm 2-0 lifetime against you in the backyard.
Oh, fucking God. Well, maybe we'll have a third match.
Tonight? That's
No.
all I've been asking for.
Tonight.
Apparently you guys are going to do it on the street or are you going to do it in your
I don't know if... do you have a house?
Do you own a house?
Like, where's your house?
You're looking for a backyard? Yeah, I think it's right
No,
in my
no,
backyard.
no. I want to know if you have a house. Like me, because I have a house.
And a mortgage. You have a house?
Do you have a house?
Mortgage?
Yeah, do you have, what do you have, an apartment or a shanty?
I have
or
listen,
shack?
I have a YouTube channel where I go into my car and I take videos of myself.
You have a
and
pedo
I talk
channel.
about how much I hate everything.
Whoa, are you going? Are you going? Are you going?
Are you going?
Where to? Down there. You got the DX shirt, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Cross chop, baby.
Come on, bro.
I think my uncle. My uncle.
You don't remember that?
My uncle scarred you, and you didn't want to go. You didn't want to go down that road. The first road. You know who my uncle is?
Yeah, the first one. Yeah.
Oh, no,
it's
Road
Dogg.
If you know the name Jim Cornette, that's his uncle. Is my uncle.
Is he really?
Yeah, that's his uncle. My uncle hates him.
Yeah.
Somebody's getting big leagues here because I have the famous uncle.
Task, and that is each and every one of you in here tonight.
I love James E. Cornette.
Jim, he hates me.
Oh yeah, he does.
He hates me.
He does.
He hates me.
Tweeted my uncle.
All because, you know, I did a couple podcasts with him, and then he got mad at me. And Kenny Bolin's a big fat son of a bitch.
Well, what did you say about my uncle and Santino?
Well, I said that Kenny Bolin has more roles than your uncle, so that's one thing. But I said your uncle was a scumbag. I tried to get Santino Morella and your uncle on the show to squash their beef, and it created a beef with me.
But
and
my
it makes no
uncle's a legend
sense.
in the business.
Yeah, I don't. It doesn't matter. And he talked about me on his podcast. The legend talked about me twice.
Well, you know why he talked about you, right?
Because I'm a fucking god.
Well, it's because you tweeted him.
I tweeted him to be on the show. I was going to try to give him some popularity.
Last time I saw my uncle on Christmas, and I brought you up, actually.
Yeah. You bring.
He
Well,
remembers what you said.
of course he remembers everything about
Do
me.
you remember what you said?
I remember I asked him to be on the show, and he wussed out, and then he talked about me on his podcast. And Triple H is the one who said, We're going
Where? Down there.
And it was a T-shirt, yeah.
That's close to
Nobody
fire.
remembers that. I just look like a psycho all the time.
He told my uncle to suck him off.
Oh, look, and there's your husband.
Give him a toodaloo.
Yeah, they got married last week.
Did you finger him?
Not yet. No, but he does. He's wearing my shirt though, so that's really nice of you to buy my T-shirt.
You won't even fight Enzo! You 5'7" out-of-shape piece of crap!
We charge somebody to let this poor guy go back to his wife or girl.
Is that for your podcast?
Yeah.
Do you know my uncle?
Yeah, you should check it out.
Like personally?
No, I do not. Guys like this listen to it.
What do you mean,
Who
thank
have
God?
no nipples.
What the
like,
fuck is
basically,
going
I've heard that whenever he said something
This fan of mine with no nipples just stopped by, and he's getting in a fight with Jim Cornette's cousin. Yeah,
all I know
exactly.
is that he hates Vince Russo and hope he pisses on his grave. That's
He
all I
hates
know.
this guy too.
Yeah, well, you know what? I hate him. I hate him. I don't care. He's gonna die soon.
You had to tweet my uncle and say, "Hey, Jim Cornette."
I tweeted him twice. That's the thing. Twice I
Who's this
tweeted him.
guy? Is he famous?
And did he suck me off?
Yeah,
No.
My uncle's famous. Oh, nice.
But I also
Jim
wrestled
Cornette?
him once. So.
I know Jim Cornette. Do you know Jim Cornette has a feud with him?
This is Michael. He is the most intellectual wrestling fan on the planet.
He had his own podcast.
He's lost 5,000 pounds.
His podcast was good.
He looks beautiful. His podcast would be better than mine had he kept doing it, but he
didn't
stopped
eat bread though.
making dumbasses like me look good.
He didn't inspire the yes movement by eating bread.
And look at those shoes and the way he taps his foot clearly to signify that he's smarter than the rest of you, as David Ballsack eats chicken down his gullet.
Because Master P just bought House of Glory. Haha, you sucker, you bought a piece of trash. I'm just kidding, it's a great place.
What if they cut him now?
Yeah, there's a lot of meth there, I heard. Check the basement. Master P, check the basement. No, I'm just kidding.
But,
Joking
yeah,
about that. We're
I
here
mean-
at AEW. I don't know what I'm talking about.
And now they're thinking, why did we tell Cronin what suite we were in?
No, oh shit, did you see this? Did you see Sean's view? I'm looking at Sean's view. Is my cousin?
Yes.
He's saying that CM Punk's coming back.
Oh! CM Punk's coming back! You coward! 202 pounds. He is... Suck it, Joey! Suck it, Joey! You won't even fight Enzo, you coward! No, don't cheer for him! He's a midget! Why are these idiots cheering for him? What is he doing right now? I know you heard me, midget! You know that Joey Janela is a coward, right? I think everybody in here knows it now. There he is! The midget Michaels!
But yeah, man. I guess I should probably go in the place now.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
I think that's it. Thanks for
Dave
coming
25, man. This guy's been in my chats forever, and it's good to meet you.
Yeah.
And the BJ in the bathroom, that was crazy. Like, oh my god, dude, he is as good as they say he is. Holy hell.
Jim Cornette has a date with Suicide soon?
I did not.
Yeah, well, it's coming
not.
up. When your uncle realizes that he's going to have to step in a ring with me with that stupid tennis racket, he's going to kill himself. Okay?
You charge somebody for that shirt?
Yeah, what's wrong? It's a good shirt. It says, "Where's my apology?"
This is
Man.
as
Joe
straightforward
Cronin
as
show.
it gets. I just noticed the shirt, bitch.
Yeah.
Oh shit, it's a Joe Cronin shirt.
Yeah.
Does that put food on
Where's
the
she-
kid's table?
Yeah, Joe Cronin versus the Bear, bro.
Oh, I've seen the Bear. You humped that.
Clearly
Do you see that guy? That guy was attracted to me. That guy was attracted to me. That guy was attracted to me. We don't even know. I just, oh my god.
Joe Cronin versus the cardboard box.
I'm leaving my wife for that guy.
How can I do that?
Finish it. Can I get 2 double cheeseburgers and chicken nugget meal with a medium Coke, barbecue sauce? That's finish it. That's it.
I'm sorry?
That's it.
Alright, section 1 to 6, thank you.
Thank you. Shell shock.
Yeah, true.
See?
Yo, would you be willing to take off your Joe Corner shirt and wear Jim Cornette's nephew's polo? Fuck no.
Wow, this could be.
That is a
This could be crazy.
You're gonna be asking me to do that.
That's a trade-off.
I'll stay, man. I'll stay, man. I'll stay, man.
I feel like these guys are brothers, to be honest. Like, I don't know, it's something. But these two, like, are very similar.
We would never be brothers.
He's like you, like 8 years ago or something.
He beat you twice.
Finish it. Fill me more.
Looks like Finn Balor's bastard brother.
Hey,
You and I looks like Finn Balor. Yeah, he does.
Well, I want you to tell your uncle Jim Cornette.
Yeah, you should do
that
a
Jim
coup de
Cornette
grace
can
right
suck
now,
me.
bro. You should do a
Suck
coup de
the
grace right now.
of Joe Cronin. That's what I want you to do. And then tell
Hold
me.
on. I was listening to this guy calling me Finn Balor. I wasn't listening to you because you're 0-2 against me, but you can talk now. Go ahead.
Okay, well, you're so white that mayonnaise hates you. Okay? You stupid son of a bitch with your big nostrils and your weird alien-like blue eyes that are reflecting off the light in here. Like in your little caved-in forehead, like you're about to go back to the goddamn Stone Age with your Neanderthal skull that obviously your mom dropped you on your head. Like, look at this. Look at this.
I'm hearing it live right now.
Curtain jerk.
Did you hear what
Is
this
this guy related to you too?
Yeah, he called you white bread. Are you related to Jim Cornette?
Is this Troy? Look, Troy's here.
No, he's not related to me.
Oh, okay.
Did you hear what he just called me?
Feed me more. Yeah.
And double quarter, McChicken.
2 double cheeseburgers and chicken. Yeah, 10 nuggets. Yeah. Finish it. Put my card in. Putting a card in. I love the smell of fresh air. Yeah, don't you guys love the smell of fresh air? Yeah. Shell shock. Finish it. Finish it. Finish me. Yeah. Feed me more. Stew. Yeah. What?
Would you like to receipt?
No, I'm good.
10 nuggets. Barbecue sauce.
Shell shock. Yeah.
Double cheese.
Pit of fries.
Yes.
All right, cool. Yeah.
Bit of root beer.
Not Coca-Cola. Yeah, I need extreme fat body burner.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great night.
Finish it. Shell shock.
How are you? I like that shirt.
See, you could have fixed the attention of your audience, but you couldn't do it.
Oh, yo, you're wearing a
I have
Brian
my own
Malonis shirt.
Hey, I have my own wrestling podcast.
Dude, he's wearing a Brian Malonis shirt. Brian Malonis, my buddy, by the way.
I'm shocked you're not like coming
One
to
of the
me.
bouncers, good guy.
Oh, no, basically, it's
I've called like 50 Brian Malonis matches, so he's a legend. The Kingpin. Where is he tonight? He's got to be here.
No, are you sure he's gonna be here?
He's not here?
He's not here.
Ring of Honor.
Yeah, but oh, you're right, man. Yeah, I guess I'm used to usually shows up at these events, but you're right, he's probably busy. Keep forgetting. And hey, Brian Malonis, where's Joe Cronin on commentary? Kick Ian Riccaboni in the balls and hire me, you idiot, Brian Malonis. You're an idiot too.
That depends basically.
You're gonna just walk away, just slobbering, just gonna walk away. We're just out here.
Okay.
I didn't hear what you guys were saying.
All right,
I
I'll
was too
catch
busy
you up.
talking to that idiot.
I'll catch you up.
Okay.
Has your fan here wearing your shirt?
Yeah.
Has he asked for your autograph yet?
No, but we've hugged and stuff. I put my own mark on.
Wait. Before we even get to the marker, whose autograph did you just ask for?
I was asking apparently, you're gonna give me an autograph on that fucking shirt. You're taking that fucking thing.
He wants Jim Cornette's nephew's autograph before
That's
he
amazing.
wants Joe Cronin's
I
autograph.
wrestled him in 2002.
He wants the Jim Cornette nephew Prolo?
Yeah.
He knows you're 0-2? Yeah. We're gonna go catch the rest of the show.
Yeah, man.
It was good seeing you, man.
Bye, baby.
Bye, baby. Bye, baby. Joe Cronin. He has a dad.
Oh, he has a dad, really?
Yeah, dude, we realized we wrestled in 2002? That's crazy.
I'm going like, I didn't even think it was going that far back. I thought I was thinking like 2010 or some shit like that.
No, we're talking like
That's
02.
when the third match was scheduled, but he pulled out.
Pulled out of you or pulled out of your wife?
Dude, I pulled out of your mom like 7 times, and I could have been your fucking stepdad.
I don't know if you could
Look at these guys on TV are way more interesting than you. Shut up.
Eric Walgreen and
No, I don't even know. That guy looks like Mike Bennett's dead friend or something.
Eric Walgreen and Mike Bennett said fucking see that too.
All right. Oh, I guess I gotta get back.
You're listening to The Joe Cronin Show, a wrestling podcast with attitude.
What in the world is Joey Janela thinking about here? Joey Janela on the top of that ladder. Omega's on it. He Oh my goodness, Janela went right through that table. Kenny Omega moved out of the way at the last second, but Joey Janela came crashing down through that table. There's already been so much carnage in this thing here in Boston. AEW Boston is getting their money's worth now as Kenny Omega has a piece of the table across the back of Joey Janela. And now Omega setting up Janela for a buckle bomb. And takes Janela off the rope. Oh my goodness! Spinebuster pinning combination, no!
You can really tell I have a lazy eye. Look at my eye. It's out of it.
Your eye sucks, lady. Let me tell you something. Kenny Omega has fought hard in this match. And to come back in this match like he has is incredible. And you got to wonder now if Joey Janela can come back after all the damage that has been done. He rolls to the outside, and Omega looks like he might be getting ready to go out and go get him. Here comes Omega. Oh, V trigger! Right to the side of the head.
You like the most?
Potentially exploding the eardrum of Joey Janela. Omega looking for that one-winged angel. And he just got thrown throat first into the second rope. Oh. Omega kicks away Janela's arm. And a kick to the face. Oh, look out! Oh, boom! Oh, my goodness! A little John Moxley action right now from Kenny Omega. Putting some of the stink. Oh, and now John Moxley's finishing move. 1, 2. No, almost so close.
I saw it.
Kenny Omega sending a message to John Moxley.
Yeah, we're that one. They're all good.
Right here in Boston. Joey Janela's furious right now. Kenny Omega is operating in slow motion right now. His stamina levels are down. And Joey's got the upper hand with a big chop across the throat. And an elbow right to the side of the head. Kenny Omega in a bad way here at AEW Boston, but he rears back and slaps. Oh, man! The best we can video shot here from a fan cam
That was an amazing
from Graham
match.
GSM Matthews on YouTube.
I really
And Joey Janela is playing musical chairs. What's he doing here? Stack these chairs up around each other like he's going to play a game of musical chairs. I can assure you, though, that it's more sinister than that. And Janela just smashing those tomahawk
Has he only ever done no
shots on the back of Kenny, and now what's he going to do? Oh, no, he's going to stomp him. Oh, Kenny!
This ain't gonna end.
Kenny with a shot across the face, though. Omega's back up. And Omega now is Now Omega's climbing to the top two. With those steel chairs down below. What is Omega thinking here? Oh. Joey Janela, desperation. Trying to get out of this. Both men battling on the second rope with a pile of steel mesh down below. Right hand by Joey Janela. Now one by Kenny. Another one by Kenny. Omega and Joey Janela firing back at each other. And now Omega's down back to the mat. And now, oh wait, he's got Joey Janela. Look at, oh no! The spine of Joey Janela ripping into those chairs! Into the point of those chairs! Oh, good God! This is a sick war in AEW Boston right now. Here comes Kenny Omega. Oh, V-trigger to the back of the head. Omega sets up another one of those steel chairs that's all mangled from the spine of Janela. Here we go, electric chair. Looking for that one-winged angel, perhaps. Here it comes. Yes! One-winged angel through the chair. But Omega discards. And a cover 1, 2, 3. Kenny Omega victorious in Boston.
Pour me a beer, you've got a new subscriber.
Yo, Tiff K. Tiff K, thank you for subbing to the channel, Tiff. What's up? I want to thank everybody who's been a part of the show tonight. This has been a blast for me. I do have to get rolling because I got to do some stuff with the kids in the morning and all that stuff. I hope everybody enjoyed all the weirdness of tonight. Thanks to Jake DeMarco earlier.
What else we got?
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
A little bit of the bubbly.
Bubbly? Look at this stuff.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
I told you Americans years ago you should have had health insurance. They do a lazy fuck. Shawn Michaels the boy toy a bitch. You know Hulk Hogan is a piece of garbage. Goldberg hurt everyone. Lex Luger that steroid user they tried making bigger than me.
I told all you damn Americans years ago that y'all should have had health insurance and you didn't listen. You know, as much as I love Vince McMahon, I love a lot about America too, but you're also damn ignorant and stubborn.
What else we got?
Oh, a little bit of the
Hitman
bubbly.
Hart.
Want some bubbly?
I'd be a better president than yours.
A
Bret the
little bit of
Hitman
the
Hart,
bubbly.
the best there is, the best there
I
was,
just sent you the Luke Harper on Jericho podcast. Should be awesome.
and the best there ever will be. I am Bret Hart. Robert Heller, I don't even know if you know, you're from America. You're a moron too, I bet. You know, me and Owen drive down the road, and if we saw someone that pissed us off, we beat the hell out of them. Robert Heller, thank you, Robert. Oh yeah, I'm going to bed tonight to listen to Jericho and that podcast with Luke. That's gonna be good stuff, man. Thank you, Robert Heller, for that, man. Good. I saw that on Twitter. I tweeted it out.
Super chat. Super chat.
Thanks, brother.
I'm heading out for the night. You take it easy.
Luke, thank you so much. Luke, thank you, man. Seriously, man. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much, dude. That was huge. He is going to take home the belt tonight, is Luke. Much appreciated. Very much. Thank you all for making the show be as badass as it is. We went way longer than I was really expecting, but this is way later than I thought. But this was a real fun night. So thank you guys so much for that. I'll be back tomorrow with more stuff coming up on Patreon. Thanks to all the patrons and to the brand new patrons who are signing up now on Patreon. A lot of non-wrestling talk, but fun and comedy, and there's hundreds of podcasts that you've missed out on that are all on my Patreon. So thanks to Bryan. Dean Bigelow. Dean Bigelow, thank you for becoming a patron. And, of course, Michael Eaton was one of the last ones as well. Thank you guys for being patrons. And Dean for going to the $25 producer spot. My name is Joe Cronin. You guys are sexy, and I will see you tomorrow. Stay safe. Do the right stuff. And we'll see you then.
Testicle Festival.
Well, they canceled it, Drew. They canceled it.
Let me do this again.
Oh, it's live, pal.
Sorry.
Good night.
When you're on his show, it's fire. Fire. It's fire. When you work with him, it's magic. Magic. But after a while, you just can't stand Joe Cronin anymore. So take at least 30 of his listeners, depending on how funny you were on his show and well-liked you are, and focus on your own Joe Cronin show. Take his guidance and ideas, but leave his ADD psycho personality behind. Take the advice of Tommy C, dead on.
Thank you, guys. I'll see you tomorrow night for Monetize This live at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, U.S. tomorrow on Corrupted Nation, my other YouTube channel. Monetize This tomorrow night. Bring the party, motherfuckers. I know I'm gonna.